Alright, well,
I can. He wants his mic to be louder. I could speak more louder.
Yeah, you're Mike. You're
well,
doing good, bud. I
I
appreciate
meant.
Yeah.
See, I was ignoring it. I was like, hard ignore, hard just pass, move the conversation, but of course you got to bring it back.
So I didn't say Gucci gang, so I'm good.
I was gonna.
All right,
I
Dad.
was gonna say.
Alright. So, Deska, it looks like you are scribe this week. Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
Is it no problem? You sure?
it is no problem at all.
Whole group is a problem.
Gucci
Yeah.
gang.
This is not the first time I've said that. Is this the first time you guys are realizing I've said it?
I've probably
No,
laughed
I've heard-
before,
I-
but was muted. I don't know, but
I've heard you before, and I was silently just
Judging.
looking down on you. Now it's more verbal.
I was like, oh, okay.
That's
That's
alright.
a great
We all
word,
Gucci gang sometimes.
Exactly. See? All right. Official petition. We're changing ourselves from the odd to the Gucci gang.
Alright, well,
Oh my god, no.
Wait, what did you say?
We're changing our group name from the odd to the Gucci gang.
Yeah.
Since we all seem to be fixated on that.
Oh, is it time for a name change? The Odd group formerly, or the Gucci gang formerly known as Odd.
Formerly known as the Good Berries. Yeah.
Yeah, formerly known as the Good Berries. We're rebranding. We're going through a bit of a Gucci phase right now.
I'm like, what does that mean?
Rebranding in the middle of a dungeon. We go back to Candleholm after like 3 weeks of being away. Hey,
What?
not the odd.
What conversation was had to agree on Gucci gang?
It's better, Deska, this better be in the journal, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
This is
I
important,
agree.
important game discussion right here. Alright, well, why don't we have Cav give us a quick recap of last time on The Odd.
Last time we started off finishing our battle with the Master of Cruelty, which took almost no time. We freed a whole bunch more Minotaurs, returned to the Knolls and the other Minotaurs. We took up a defensible position in a prison room, but then found out people were trying to get into it. Heard battle. Laz, Fitz, and Arnis squabble, and Laz and Arnis leave. Some others follow. Then we fight some drow. A whole bunch of people go down. We somehow survive. We leveled up. We went down a floor and found a trap.
Alright, thank you for that recap. So, let's see. It is the 59th of winter at 8:30 a.m. What do you all want to do? You're standing at the bottom of the stairwell next to a what looked like the remains of a dead demon, which would be Essence, so it's hard to tell what it was, but yeah, and there's a trap ahead of you.
The last thing that I asked before we cut the session last week was if I could do a investigation check to see if I could see which way the drow party might have gone to look for tracks.
That would be a perception to look for a trail.
We'll do it. First roll. Yeah, get the lows out the way.
There's a lot of tracks coming through here, so it's hard to distinguish which one might be the drow party.
Okay. What I'm going to attempt to do then is since I had already told the group that I couldn't figure out a way how to disarm this trap safely, then I'm just going to try to, what is it, acrobatics around to avoid the pressure plates?
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics, DC 5. It's pretty easy. Alright, so you carefully hop around the trap.
And I just see, ooh, and then I'm just going to go this way for now. And I'll give the signal that it's all clear because I don't see anything with my special elf eyes. And then
Yeah.
About the way.
You see long hallways going both north and south.
Just to clear, Nathaniel and Cav, I gave you guys vision last time, right?
That sounds right.
Also, yes.
I'm pretty sure I did. I was making sure.
Alright. So what do you want to do?
Make
I'm
our
gonna,
way.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, follow Fitz.
Alright, so again, athletics or acrobatics, step around the corner there. Fitz, what's your passive perception again?
24 with the light source that's Cav's giving me.
Okay. I just need to see everyone's checks. Okay. So yep, Lazarus steps around. All right, so you so far would see nothing of note. The hallway is empty and old. It does look like it's been traveled a bit, as there are lots of signs of passage in the dust.
Okay.
You also would notice at this point there is another panel over here and a panel over here.
Where's over here?
Where are you pinging? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Here and here.
Oh, okay.
There are two panels, one on each side there.
Are there buttons?
If you open them up, then yes, there are buttons there.
Arnold, you want to press them at the same time?
I mean,
Deska would ask. for you to
Nathaniel,
wait
what's
till she
your
moves.
passive perception?
Passive is 11.
Alright, so as you're walking down this hallway, there is a click
Yay.
suddenly as you step here.
Okay.
And you hear something buzzing down the hall. And a lightning bolt would shoot down this hall. And I need dex saves from everyone.
Oh!
Oh my god.
we've been here before.
I can't wait
Alright,
till I get
Fitz
invasion
and
going.
Cav, you have a +4.
You all get to suffer like I suffered.
Oh, I stepped out of it.
The
God.
DC is 15.
Ooh, I made
Ooh, shit! I fail.
it.
I'm big. Not nimble.
It would be 27 or 13 lightning damage as the jagged bolt of lightning
that's
fills the
sizable.
hallway.
That is a lot.
Ouch.
And I think
Zero for me.
Potions?
Arnis goes, ha! Backflips.
Yeah, 0. I look at
Uh,
Nathaniel.
Him
Oh.
and Deska. Arnis, what's your
No,
passive
I'm-
perception?
I took.
17.
You hear footsteps from at the end of the hallway over here.
Over here.
To the
Where?
south. There might be someone in that area.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And we have no idea why the lightning bolt. I'm gonna walk over here.
Well,
Just kind of put my-
hang on. Let me mark it. Because you would have noticed, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
When you stepped on that square, there was a pressure plate.
So is it the square? Oh, so it's the square he's standing on.
Yeah. And
So
actually,
I would call
Arnis.
back. I would call back. Arnis, did you press a button? What caused that?
Yeah, a deception check. Who did that? Yeah, seems like he's telling the truth. Arnis starts to doubt himself. Did I push the button? This is
I
strange.
just shake my head.
And actually, Arnis, did you step forward at all?
I was going to, but now that he's being a dick, I'm not going to tell him that there's somebody coming up on him.
You don't know I'm being a dick. You doubt yourself.
Well, I mean, you could roll a.
You're the dick, Arnis.
I think you could probably roll a insight,
Insight?
but Yeah, I mean, you know you didn't push the button. You might,
Yeah.
you might not be sure what caused that.
You might think Laskus
Okay.
pushed the button, not you this time.
Who did that?
It wasn't me. That's all I said.
Got me on the counter.
All right. So I walk up to him and I just stop him, say, "Be quiet. There's
All right.
someone coming."
As you get there, you would see another set of pressure plates here. Actually, you'd see
And-
this one too.
And don't step forward and to your left,
Good to know.
or you'll barbecue everybody again, except for me.
Except for me.
Unless
So-
you fail.
He just
So as you're speaking, there is some noise. As it sounds like something might be activating inside the walls, like some kind of gears might be turning. And you would all hear this, it's fairly loud. And from the south, Arnis is backing up. From the south, oh wait, why am I freezing? What's going on? One moment. Oh, there it goes. From the south, a large creature growls and steps around the corner. I need initiative rolls.
Even when I roll average, I'm still last.
That's the first good initiative roll I've had in a while.
Alright. So, as this strange looking creature comes stepping around the corner, I think you can see it, right, Nathaniel and Arnis?
Yeah, it's in dark vision
Yeah.
space, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks.
Does anyone well, that's fine. So I kind of changed a little bit how I did the reveals. When I reveal the monsters now, I do try to reveal some information with them. And if you have the correct training for demons, it's Arcana. Your character would know the things that are kind of written in there. You can also make a check with a bonus action to try to know more about them. So, this is what it looks
Would
like.
you need the training to make the bonus action, or is that just in general?
That's in general. You would probably know more if you had training, but you can just make a bonus action check to try to know more about a monster type on your turn.
Okay.
So this large, almost looks like some kind of centaur type demon steps around the corner and looks like it begins charging to the north. Deska, you are the first to act. What do you want to do?
Okay, cool. I will. Actually, let me do some. Oh, wait. Whew. Okay. Then I will just take this first turn to swap weapons to my longbow. Right now, I didn't prep it. And I'm in light, so I cannot stealth. What I will do is move. And it's acrobatics to go past the trap, right?
Yeah, if you're trying to avoid the pressure plates on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back around the corner here. I will do the acrobatics.
Okay, and you counted your allies as difficult terrain?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 17 would easily make it as you kind of hop over.
I got there with bonus action dash, and I just post up here.
Okay.
That is it.
Nathaniel.
So, seeing the beast and being trained in Arcana, I know that it's probably not very friendly. So I will take a step forward and say something to the effect of, "Look, we already got a horse person in our group. We don't need another." And use that to ideally give them little unsettling words as a bonus action.
Oh, it's speciest. Oh no. Sorry, I just realized my combat tracker is broken. Let me reset that real quick.
Problem?
Yeah, I've been noticing that in all my games. I should have remembered.
Okay.
So I just need to restart the API thing. I think they did some kind of update to Roll20 and broke everything. Alright, hopping back in.
Yeah, it is pretty awkward when your party just misidentifies you constantly.
Wait,
Whatever makes for the better story is all that Nathaniel cares about.
Being racist makes it a better story? Please tell me more.
Alright, so you do a, what are you casting?
Unsettling words as a
Unsettling
bonus
words?
action. Yep.
Alright, so he seems unsettled as you use your ability.
Yep. And then I will use my new spell at 4th level, Phantasma Killer.
Okay, Phantasmal Killer.
DC 16 Wisdom save.
Yep. So the Armonite seems steeled against the magic, but let's see how he does on the save.
Yep.
Wisdom. No, with your penalty, definitely not. So he is affected by the spell.
Okay. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration, and at the end of its turn, well, so I would have rolled on the end of its turn, it takes 4d10 psychic damage.
Alright, so it looks around in fear as something seems to be affecting it. Kind
And
of
I would
backing
yell out to
off.
my. And
Is
I
it
would yell out.
frightened of you or just in general?
It is frightened of me.
Okay.
On a failed save, the target becomes frightened, or I'm assuming it's me. Actually, it doesn't specify. You have no
Let me read it. Okay. So yeah, it's looking around as if it's seeing something and kind of backing off, growling and swiping at a non-existent foe.
Yeah. Whatever its most fear of appears right in front of them. Would be kind of what I'd try to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would yell out to the group, "It is frightened. It can't move towards me." Take a couple steps back.
And you have to be concentrating and make sure you put the timer. Alright, Arnis.
Ah, damn it. I step in front of him. Yeah.
Oh! Sorry, one sec. I just realized with my things broken, it didn't roll initiative for any of the enemies. I'm like, wait, where are the enemies?
Wait, enemies?
That is a
I mean, enemy.
No
I
right.
mean, I always use the plural. That's just, you know that. That's Gucci.
Yeah. Totally.
It's
Right.
just
Yeah,
Gucci.
exactly.
The other thing
Those
that's
elves
Gucci
are
gang?
Aiden, man.
Gucci. Gucci
Gucci
gang.
gang. You're Gucci.
as a heads up, Lou, the little thing that pops in the chat that allows you to click on the things isn't showing up either, which is usually handy.
Yeah.
What thing?
So, the icons and their descriptions,
Oh, Combat Master.
yeah,
Yeah.
usually pops in chat, and you can click
Oh,
on
weird.
it there with handy.
Huh. Yeah, I'm seeing it on. Well, I see it. Wait, I do see it on the stream
And we
one. Are
don't-
you sure?
Yeah, and we're also not seeing your rolls. You might be Whisper All right now.
Huh.
So I can see your rolls.
What have they done to me? Alright, let me check that out. Everything's broken today. This isn't Gucci.
This is
This is
in fact
This is the
not
opposite of
Gucci.
this. What's the opposite?
this is very Walmart.
This
Yeah.
is very,
Walmart.
this is very Walmart. Yeah, nice.
Within the next 2 sessions, we're gonna be called the Gucci Gang.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
deal.
happening.
Just the Gucci's for sure.
The odd Gucci's.
Formerly the odd, formerly the good berries.
This knockoff.
All right. Well, I think at least hopefully the Armonite stuff will display now. But anyway, it is going. Well, we'll see. It's going to be Arnis, right?
You step in front of Nathaniel,
Yep.
and that is what I do.
No action, dodge or
Hold an action.
ready.
Push a button, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready in action, and into dodge. That's my plan.
All right.
I'm here to protect
So
the
you're
knucklehead.
you're
So
doing both. You're readying and dodging, or are you just dodging?
I'm dodging.
All right. So you step forward, ready to get out of the way of attacks. Cavarius.
I don't hear anything behind us, right? As of yet.
What's your passive perception?
Too low.
Probably not then, unless you want to make it active.
No.
I'll tell you right now, it probably is. Knowing Lou, there's something coming from the north direction.
Alright, so I am gonna move up to be with Arnis. Do I have to make checks?
I mean, if you want, you can just run over the this area, or you can try to jump it. I mean, however you want to bypass it.
I'll try to jump it.
All right, so you can jump up to your strength score in feet.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, so you can easily, as you run past Lazarus, kind of hurl yourself. And that's part of your movement. So you went 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 40, okay?
Yep. And can I ready a rage if the
You can only ready
Yeah.
actions.
actions, and then I'll just take a swing. I'll ready an attack if the guy moves in,
Okay?
or if an enemy moves in.
Am I able to point at the pressure plates, Lou? So he sees them.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, I point down at the pressure plates. Yeah.
So suddenly, the door opens, and a creature steps forth.
Another one!
It is going to look right at Deska and charge at you.
I hope you just fall.
For some reason, it does not seem to activate the pressure plates.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
They're just big boys.
So
Well, they're the pressure plates that don't activate with too much pressure, only a little pressure, because very
Yeah,
hot.
exactly.
it seems legit.
They're actually also racist pressure plates. They
They're
don't
racist
react
pressure
to
plates.
horses, only
Yep.
humans, you know? So
Yeah.
Just
Cav
if
is
you're
safe.
not a demon, it's like, what's
Yeah.
the point?
So it's going to charge up at Deska and do a multi-attack.
Cool.
So one with its hooves, one with its claws, one with its tail. So the hoof attack, 20 versus AC.
That is.
Alright, so it runs up, slamming you with its hooves for 13 bludgeoning. Oof.
Okay.
Then it claws at you. 12, you would dodge, I assume.
Yeah, that misses.
Then the serrated tail flings towards you, 23 versus AC.
That's a hit. I will uncanny whatever it is.
Alright, so you half it to 5 as the tail slashes you viciously. That is it for that one. From down the hall, more hooves.
down the hall or up the hall?
Up the hall, I guess. Up here, it says something in Abyssal as it charges down the hall towards the group. But I think it can only get to there with its move. So it does a move action. It is going to laugh, say something in Abyssal as you see it point its finger and static begins to crackle. Another lightning bolt fires down the hall 60 feet. Let's see. I think that would... Oh, just hit everyone. Wow. It's like I planned that. Dex save.
Oh my.
It's not Gucci.
That's not
Everyone but Deska is caught, and actually the other demon is caught looking annoyed as he must Dex save as well.
Arnis
I
finally has to
mean-
take half.
Well, he is
course he's
caught
not
off guard. But he has advantage because of his magic resist, so 18 would make it. DC is 15 again.
Less unfortunate.
Oh,
Oh my god.
God.
41 or 20. A nasty
I,
one.
God, I wasn't in the hall.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Also, did this guy attack someone when he was
Me.
next to me?
Deska.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. I should have done an opportunity attack. I have Sentinel.
Sure. Go ahead and take it. Just let me know before next time if you want to spend your
Yeah,
reaction.
sorry. It was my first time with Sentinel. My first battle with Sentinel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hit him, bro.
I rolled, but this computer, I can't wait to get my computer back. Okay, 11 doesn't hit probably.
11, no, he would deflect that attack. So that's it for that guy. And I do need a concentration check from, I think it's Nathaniel.
It's in chat. I made it 19.
Oh, you made it. Okay, good. Thanks. Fitz.
So here I have a couple questions. So the first question is, does this lantern belong to somebody? Is that one of yours, Lazarus?
No, mine is with me.
It was actually mine.
Boop. Get that
There
shit
we go.
out of here. Second,
He needs his darkness.
if I want to attempt to move through somebody using acrobatics, is that an action or is that?
That is a bonus action or action, your choice. And you can make two
Okay.
attempts, actually, if you want to use both.
Okay. I am going to. I don't like where we are. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action attempt to acrobatics my way through this bastard
Okay.
to get to the other side. So, boop. Nope. It's not gonna work.
Well, let's see how he rolls. So he has to make an opposed acrobatics. Oh, wow. Nope, that
Yeah.
definitely would not work. So he keeps you at bay.
Yeah, he does. I think. Yeah, there's nothing to it. So then I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm just going to, I'm just gonna have to, I'll take my first shot at him,
Okay.
with disadvantage and melee. So just a straight up shot, disadvantage, boop.
Oh, well, it's a
21.
good roll. That would definitely hit.
Boop.
So he is caught off guard by your shot, taking 10 points of damage.
Then second shot, 12.
No, he would dodge that one, getting out of the way.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Alright, Lazarus.
Well, first off, I'm gonna use Shield of Faith on myself.
Do you have slots for that?
Yeah, I have.
We
I
long
mean, we
rested.
read.
Oh,
we
did you
leveled up
not?
and we rested.
Did you not reset them? You might just need to reset them then. They might still be at 0.
Yeah, they were at 0, both of them. Or my second level as well. Okay, Shield of Faith.
Okay.
There you go. On myself. And then I'm gonna cast Hold Person on this one.
All right. So he looks like he's turning towards you, and you cast Hold Person. He does have his magic resistance. So that is a wisdom save. What's the DC?
Yeah.
16?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, he would fail.
Ooh,
He is
dude.
paralyzed.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Alright. So the creature stiffens up, affected by your paralysis. Please mark yourself as concentrating and give yourself the minute timer.
Which is the minute timer?
It's the stopwatch, I believe, in this game. Oh, no, apparently it's still the yellow dot. I have to change that. So the yellow dot.
Okay.
So the guy down the hall, he's affected by your spell. What does that do to him on his turn?
So he starts frightened, and at the end of the turn, he has to make a save and take the damage.
Alright.
He is frightened at the moment.
Yeah, at the end of each
So
turn. So
he, let's see, does he recharge? He does not. Alright, so he just kind of stands there going, looking down the hall towards you as if consumed by some kind of fear.
DC 16 save.
Okay, so he attempts a saving throw with magic resistance. Wisdom. He fails, so how much does he take?
14 psychic damage.
Alright, so he takes some damage there. Yep, full damage. That is it for him. Deska.
Okay.
This
Go to town
guy
with this
seems to
motherfucker.
be, seems to be held.
Oh yeah, I'm desking. Well, I shouldn't say that, but she's gonna pay him back. She will drop her longbow on the ground,
Okay.
and pull back out her dagger.
Item interaction. Yep.
Yeah.
Pull out the
One
dagger.
second. Changing my status.
Maybe a little
And-
bit of a smile in her bloody teeth.
Deska's gonna. She'll be wielding her dagger, and it will glow with black energy as she bonus action steady aims, and then.
Oh, you don't have to. He's paralyzed.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Thank you, mercy. And
I mean,
we'll
you can
attack
if you
with.
want, but
No, she's gonna attack with inflict wound and try to fuck this guy up.
good call. All right. So 18 would strike, and it is an auto crit. So roll damage, then roll it again. So you do 28 points of necrotic damage as necrotic energy kind of explodes from the attack.
And because I didn't have to, I'll just walk on out of here.
Okay.
Bonus action dash so I could go exactly this. I don't want to
Just
leave
going
the
up the
space.
stairs. All right. All right. So
And
you go
that'll
way far back. Anything else?
be my turn.
All right, Nathaniel.
So seeing the guy paralyzed, well, actually, before I move up next to him, I will bonus action at second level cast a healing word on myself.
All right. Feeling better.
Feeling a lot better. Pretty good roll, actually. And then I will actually step up and take my own swing at this guy.
All right.
Fuck you.
So it's an auto crit, you said?
If you hit,
Oh, if I hit.
auto advantage, and if you hit, it's not a crit, which apparently you will not. His
And would I know, since he's paralyzed, I would know he would not get a reaction against me if I leave his.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boink.
You
So
see him
to
stiffen
make sure,
up.
to make sure my teammates have space to get in, I take a step back.
Okay. So you would know actually a few things. His serrated tail is a range of 10, so he's threatening up to 10 feet away. His claws are a range of 5, so he's threatening both squares.
I would step all the way back to here, because I know the other guy's frightened of me.
All right. That's it for Nathaniel Artis.
Alright, buddy, fuck him up. You're muted, Arnis.
I can't do math. Took off my wounded, then I did the math.
All right, let's screw this guy up.
All right, 13 would miss as you punch
Jesus.
him right in the
15
chest.
with flank.
That would still miss. 26 would strike though, or 28 with flank. Bah. So that is a crit. So go ahead and roll.
7, and then roll again.
We're using unarmed strike.
Yeah, don't you have your magical gloves?
I did, but why isn't it updated? Why didn't it update when I leveled up?
What?
The macros don't usually update. You should just have a macro for your glove, right?
Radiant wraps, I think they were called.
Radiant wraps, yeah.
What the hell are they? Spear. So it's a D6 plus 4.
You do have the radiant wraps there. You just have them open. Go ahead and click on radiant wraps to do damage in the chat.
In the chat.
Yeah, I just clicked it for you
Oop.
to put the attack up. But
There we go.
all right, so you do 10 plus 5, and then you do another 2d6 because that's a crit. So 15 plus 2d6 on that hit. So another 6, so 21 damage with a nasty punch that would wound him. And then
And we'll blow a key point
okay.
and whack him 2 more times.
All right, so you start moving much quicker as you do a bunch of punching.
Okay, so this should be it right here.
Oh, and one thing, Arnis, for that lightning bolt that was shot, you were dodging, so you would have had advantage on your dex save. I don't know if you took that into account.
Ooh, I gotta go look, so I'll do that. But
It's
so
too
there's
late.
my.
It's too late at this point, so just play it out, but just in the future. I wasn't sure
Okay.
if you were
All right.
taking it into account. But
So there's a
18,
six-
18 would strike with the flank. So you do 6 plus 2 plus 2 more d6 with the crit. 8,
Jesus.
12 points. All right. He's looking very wounded, but still up. And I think you get one more attack. Yep, that would
Yep.
strike again.
Oh, nice.
Whap. 6 plus 2, plus 2 more d6. 8 plus 7, 15. There's an explosion of energy, and he dissipates into essence.
Ah, shit! I would have made it. Okay.
All right. Anything else, Arnis?
Hell's yeah. I'm gonna step here so it's not a straight shot down the hallway next time lightning comes flying down it. And that's it.
Probably a good move. Cavarius.
Seeing that guy died behind me and
Yep.
seeing the target down here, I'm going to rage. I'll jump over the panels and I will move right up to this guy.
Alright, so you charge down the hall.
And then I'm going to use my Great Weapon Master thing for the minus
Alright, so you
5 to hit.
swing at him with a powerful attack. 14 would miss, unfortunately, as he jumps out of the way.
You should always reckless.
10 would miss again as he once again jumps out of the way.
All right.
If you're gonna use
And-
Weapon Master, you should always reckless.
Now I know.
Quiet Paladin, you're too far away. He can't hear you. Anything else?
No.
So, what I was going to ask... Oh, but she didn't hit him. I was going to ask, for your spell, Nathaniel, if he takes damage, does he get an extra save, or is it
I was just reading it, and I don't think so.
Okay. It would make sense, because this is kind of like an offensive CC. Alright, so that's it for Cavarius. The Armorite goes. He is dead, so that makes his turn short. The other Armorite goes, is charging forward. Comes up here, and I think he's going to swing at Fitz. Because...
I will attack as a reaction.
Oh yeah, Sentinel. Alright, so you use your reaction, swing at him as he's going for Fitz. How smart is this guy? And not that bright. Go ahead, give me the attack. Oh yeah, 23 will strike.
Let's add into that a level 2 Divine Smite.
Alright, so he is a fiend, so you get an extra D8 on that.
Alright, let's see here.
Your sword yells, "Well done, Lazarus," as you explode with radiant energy, doing
Plus
9, then 21, so 30 points of damage. So that gets his attention, and he's going to change his attack. Well, actually, no, he already committed for the first one.
yeah.
So the hooves go 18 versus AC on Fitz.
Yep.
Alright, so you are knocked for 12 bludgeoning as the horse kind of smashes into you. He's then going to turn towards Lazarus and do a claw slash, which you block it with your shield, and then a serrated tail whips towards you from above. 21? No, 22.
Yeah,
so...
because... No. Yes, because I broke concentration of Shield of Faith for hold person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that would strike. Whoopsh. 15 slashing.
Okay.
That's it for him. Fitz.
I'm gonna use my survivalist movement so that I can.
Oh, at the end of his turn?
basically-
Alright, go ahead, spend your
Yeah.
reaction. Which you get back, so you're fine.
And so is this? So are we still doing checks here to like?
That's up to you if you want to.
Well, I have to move past her, right? So I still have to make checks to like get through the pressure plates.
Well, if you're trying to avoid them, you notice that the creature just stepped on them when he came out.
And nothing happened.
Yeah. So you wonder if something may have turned them off before they attacked.
Also wondering, like, he's dead laying on top of them, right?
Well,
He
yeah.
turns to, like
Captain's
dust, right?
essence.
Yeah, he's his essences, but yeah, he did push them in when he stepped on them, but no trap activated. So maybe it was
I'm
a
going
decoy, or maybe it's turned off. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah. I mean, 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So I'll go ahead and I'll do my movement. So I'll go 5, 10, 15.
Ceiling? No, I'm just kidding. You're fine.
3 lightning bolts come out. So I'll get to there with my movement,
Yep.
and then I'm going to turn around. I'm going to bonus action steady aim, and I'm just going to pop a shot at this guy.
Alright, you fire at that one with advantage. Yeah, 23 would strike. So he takes an arrow shot. Yep.
Why is it lagging? Stop. Okay.
Oh, good hit. 20 points of damage from the arrow would wound him. Oh.
Oh! I'm a minotaur. Oh.
Fitch.
Okay, we're good.
That's mean.
And that's me.
Lazarus, what are you gonna do? You're looking hurt. Your sword would say, "Endure, friend, endure."
Yeah, I'm gonna use Solemnity on the guy right in front of me
Okay.
to get advantage, and I'm just gonna swing.
Oh.
Swing, baby, swing. Okay, I'm just gonna swing both because it's gonna take forever with this stupid laptop.
Fine. So your sword
There
is
you go.
impressed with your bravery, and you are healed for 12 points of damage.
Oh, wonderful.
But 10 would miss, 22 would strike.
Well, I mean, it's 13, but it's still miss.
Oh yeah, 13.
Okay, so with the 22, I'm definitely gonna use the level 2 Divine Smite.
Alright, you pump another spell slot into the hit, exploding with more radiant energy.
Which is another D8.
25, 30 points. He is extremely wounded, barely able to stand, but still up.
And that would be my turn.
Alright, the Armonite, who is scared, goes. I think he has to make a... Well, he's actually going to attack, because now he has a Cavarius range. Though he has disadvantage from the fear. So he is going to send a hoof at you. 18 versus AC.
Matches.
Alright, so you are knocked for 8, which halves to 4. Claws slash 11 would miss you. And a serrated tail, 18 versus AC would cut you for another 5 slashing. As your rage deadens some of the damage coming in at you. At the end of his turn, he makes a wisdom save.
Ooh, fail, fail, fail.
At advantage. And he would fail.
Takes
So
30
he
points of
takes
damage.
30 psychic as his
That is a shit ton.
mind.
What the fuck?
Mind
I like
is
this spell a lot.
continually affected by psychic energies, and he looks wounded. So he bleeds from several of his facial orifices. Deska.
Okay, Deska will begin her journey back.
Her journey back. It's like 10 feet.
It's not 10 feet, buddy. Bonus action dash. Here. I can see him now. Which means I can fight. I will throw my dagger at 20 feet. Still in range.
The one that's in front of me?
Yeah, the one that's in front of you.
Yay! Thank you. Didn't really
Well,
want to deal with him.
It's a hard shot, so I don't know if I hit.
18. He has some cover, but I think even with cover, 18 would strike.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, 17 damage would take him out.
Nice.
Call back my dagger, and I step back 2 steps.
Okay. That is
Good
it
Charles.
for Deska, I assume.
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
I will. Well, let me see my range here first before I decide. Yeah, I will. I will go ahead and say, what are you so scared of? I mean, what's your problem? Why aren't you moving anywhere? And I will go ahead and give him a not disadvantage, but a negative D8, which
Okay.
isn't great, and then a first level dissonant whispers.
Alright, so you hit him with Dissonant Whispers, again targeting his wisdom. 15 becomes a 13, which would fail, so he takes another 11 psychic.
And has to run away from me.
Alright, so he goes "Rah!" and flees back, provoking an opportunity attack from Cavarius. 15 would just miss. As he continues 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, down the hallway. I just realized the battle wasn't showing. Alright, so he rushes down the hallway, running away from you. Anything else?
I will yell out to my companions. You might want to finish him off. That was my attempt to, but he's not quite dead.
Alright, Arnis.
All right, we're going to. So that's 10 to get through Fitz. 15, 20, 25. And an acrobatics check to jump that.
It would just be, you can jump up to your strength.
Oh, okay. So I don't even need the roll.
Oh,
So,
yeah. With the running
Alright,
jump,
so I
you
don't
can
need-
jump up to your strength score.
all right. And then I'm going to get to here, and I am going to cast healing on myself. So I ran that earlier, so I'm get 7 points back. It is my quickened healing, and that's what I am doing.
Alright, so that's...
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so plus another 3, or...
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
should
you
be
gain
3.
10. Cavarius.
Well, I'm not going to let him get away, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. I'm still within range. I will reckless attack now.
So you charge up, throwing caution to the wind as you recklessly attack. 20 or 19 would strike with the first hit. Ah.
Yeah, fuck him up!
So that is
That
28,
28.
which would bring him down.
Beautiful.
And that would end the encounter.
I'll just very casually walk back around the corner.
So,
Oh, it's another horse demon.
So things are quiet. What do you all want to do?
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Lazarus would cough up some blood.
We all do. We're all just
I'm gonna run and jump over this and come up here.
That
Obviously.
41 damage destroyed me.
Oh,
Can I
you would
take
really want.
Can I take a look at this button and the mechanics of it? Is there anything indicating what it does?
Well, it's right next to the ceiling trap here, so you might think it does something with that. But there's no way to know for sure. I mean, you could just press it and see what happens.
No, thanks.
Well, each of them, I think, had 2 buttons. So there are 2 buttons on each of them. Same as the one you saw over here.
I will then take a moment to gather the essences of the 3 things, if possible.
Okay. Kavarius, are you staying at the end of the hallway here?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye down here.
I'm gonna use my lay on hands on myself for 39.
Always kidding.
I'll pop 1 cure wounds on myself.
Alright,
That's
so
not a lot.
Nope.
while,
I'm not wounded.
how far can you see Kavarius?
So I've got a torch.
Right now.
You should have 300 dark vision.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are going to see something while this is happening then.
I'm gonna use, by the way, my Harness Divine Power twice to get a couple spell slots back.
Okay.
And
Those are all, like, actions, right? Like, you can do them in 6 seconds.
bonus actions both.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine, because this is... Something's going to happen within the first minute.
Oh shit. Oh my god, that's 10 minutes. Shit. I wanted to use Prayer of Healing, but it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll
Okay,
take a bit.
never mind.
Okay, some would say.
I'll use Cure Wounds on myself at level 1. Okay. Now I have to wait for it to fucking roll.
Alright, so you would see a group, Kavarius, turn the corner and begin walking down the hallway towards you. I need initiative rolls.
Oh my god, Kavarius. I love you, buddy, but you're killing me.
It looks like they are drow.
Oh,
God
goodness.
damn it!
those fuckers.
I did not have time to
Please let me go
bless
first.
my... Please let me go.
Thankfully, Cav's going first, which is actually pretty good. Well, besides Deska. Deska, you don't get.
Nah, these fuckers killed me. You know we gotta fight.
Oh, I know. But at least Cav has a chance to get the fuck out of there.
Why would he run away?
I
Oh,
don't
there's
know.
someone before him.
Deska, you act first. What do you want to do? You would notice, well, actually, sorry, you probably wouldn't be aware, so I'm going to probably just skip you until Cav's turn, because I don't think any of you would even know about this.
Okay, so cool. That's fine.
So,
As long as they don't attack, because if they attack, then I want to call alert on. But other than that, I don't.
So the mage is walking down the hall. He's actually gonna kind of see you there and yell out, I would speak with all of you. Ending his turn, Kavarius, you
What
probably...
language?
He said that in common.
Oh, so you
Towards,
can speak
Kavarius.
common. You just chose not to.
Hey, we're not
Yeah.
there. We don't know what's happening.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you, so if you have a passive of 18 or over, you may have heard something. From
I
over
did.
there.
I have 18.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, he yelled it.
That
Let's,
was-
say, let's say 15 or over.
I still wouldn't hear shit.
Yeah. So,
I
Kavarius,
just look
what
at-
do you want to do? Because we're still in rounds right now. Unless you
Okay,
decide
so
not to attack them.
I'm gonna stay armed, and I'm gonna yell, "Brow," and I'm just gonna kind of stand, like, firm stance and kind of dodge. Just ready.
Alright, so you do a dodge action. Fitzgerald, you are now aware something is happening down the hall.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll get to right here. And I don't see anybody yet, but I did hear him call out the mage. And I assume that we would remember, like, I would recognize at least his voice since we were so vocal last time we met each other.
Yes.
And I would call back in. I would call back in Elvish because I'm pretty sure they spoke Elvish, and I think they also spoke Undercommon, right?
Yeah.
Because deep speech is like the primal shit. So yeah, in Undercommon, I would say, "Are you ready to surrender?" And then I'll move back here, and then I'll just wait.
You give up, and then you hide around the corner. Well, it's not his turn. So the warrior is going to start walking down the hall.
Oh, this is a different warrior, right? Because we killed the first one.
Yeah. So,
We.
he is going to take the dodge action. The drow with him is going to raise his crossbow, readying an action, standing behind his buddy. Nathaniel, what do you want to do?
You might be muted.
Yep. Can I jump the trap with an only 8 for strength?
Yes, it's only a 5-foot area.
Okay.
Oh.
So that'd be 30 to here. Action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. Bonus action, second level, healing word on myself.
All right. Arnis.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Jump, 35, 40.
Where'd my token go?
It's still there. You
You're right
just
here.
need to refresh.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
people
then
have been
I'm gonna-
having that happen.
Then I'm going to dash 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm standing right next to Kavarius. Or behind him, I guess.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's my turn. That's it. I'm done.
Alright, so this drow soldier is going to move forward, ready his crossbow shot. This warrior is going to move forward, take the dodge action. Lazarus.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash. So let's see here. 30 up to there. 40. 50, 55. 60 up to there. And that's about it.
Alright, Deska.
You're muted.
I mean, I'm just moving and dashing, so I will bonus action dash to here. And that's it.
All right. So top of the round, I was going to drop us out of initiative since nothing happened yet. They're kind of dodging and readying actions, but he's just going to do some dialogue. Unless you all are planning on attacking.
We just see them like parkouring, like ninja roll, dodge.
So they're kind of staying back a little. He says, "You are more powerful than most of your kind. Usually we would just fight you and enslave you or kill you, but you've raised my curiosities. Why are you here in this land of the Knoll creatures?"
This is all in common.
Yeah, he's just talking in common now. Do you have does anyone have knowledge nature?
Yes.
I do.
So you would know that Drow generally look down upon all the other races, and for him to speak in common to you, like you're to give you the benefit of understanding him, is actually like kind of a sign that he respects you more than he would most. Like that's kind of why he wasn't talking to you or trying to talk to you before.
Look at Cav.
So
See, when you
would,
have to...
you would know that if you have nature knowledge of their society.
I'll walk out, and I still can't see anybody, so I'll start, I still have my short bow out, but like I have to actually have it drawn for an arrow to appear, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to, so I'll just have it at my
So-
side.
Do you have your weapons raised or lowered?
Mine would be lowered.
Okay.
I have my shield up.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I have it in hand, but I'm not trying to appear aggressive with it, just ready to respond.
Yeah.
I'm essentially doing what a dodge action would be.
All right. Well, you can't dodge out of
Right,
out of
but,
turn,
like-
but yeah, you're
like-
you're ready in case something happens.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you saying?
I would walk out and I would say, this is quite the different tone from last time we met.
I know, I'm still cleaning their buddy out of my gloves.
You're not helping. And undercommon, I would say they're a little bit on edge because no one likes a fireball being thrown at them suddenly in the dark. I'll give you our motives if you give us yours. Why are you here fighting the minions of the Maw?
Give me a persuasion check. He says, "Well, I am here as an agent of the Spider Queen. The Drow have interests in this area of the deep, and we have agents in many different places around the caves. Our motives are they are born of curiosity. My people are trying to figure out more of this strange cult that has risen. While these primitives are known to rise in the name of Yinagu, there's something different about this. And we've been studying and trying to figure out what exactly is going on."
Do I know anything about the history or stories of the Spider Queen? Does that ring a bell at all?
If you have nature knowledge, you would know a bit about the Drow society, and that it's fairly evil matriarchy, led by the Spider Queen and her high
Is this-
priestesses.
And this conversation is not in common.
No, this is all in common. He's speaking in common now.
Okay, so Fitz is the only one who's like trying not to speak in common. Okay.
Well, I think.
That's being Fitz.
In undercommon.
You're speaking to him in undercommon. Yeah, he's responding in common. Yeah.
Okay. I would say the last group of Drow we met, we ended up crossing blades, and we were under the assumption you were working with the cultists. It's surprising that you would be at odd, well, only a little bit, considering they're all gnolls and all.
He says we have some spies within their ranks. who they believe to be allies, but that is not our true purpose. Where did you meet these drow?
Earlier in the caves, near the fungal forest, we
Or actually, he might actually look surprised by this, and he would say, who told you that we were their allies?
Not so much we had a conversation. Since we're being a little bit forthright with each other, we're also investigating the cultist and trying to find a way to find their motives and see what needs to be done with them, if anything. And
I thought we were just killing cultists because it's fun.
And while we were doing that, we encountered a group of drow and some driders who immediately attacked us. And since they were stationed so close to where one of the cultist camps were, I guess the assumption we made was that you were working together. But they were not really interested in talking, just as you weren't the other day. So who knows exactly what was going on there.
So the warrior in front would turn around and look at him and say in Elven, one of the other houses may be making a play. He sighs and he says, fucking politics makes everything harder.
An Elvish or Undercommon?
This is an Elvish at this point. So yeah, you would see them have a little exchange there. He says...
If I could, real quick, after they say that, I would ask in Elvish, what house do you represent?
He sort of ignores that question and says, are you agents of the Darrock Empire? The human Empire.
Is that where I'm from?
If you are from the human empire, then yes, that's the Darrock Empire, is where all the humans are from. Or most of them, unless you're from one of the outlying communities.
I don't know. My backstory just says I'm from the Empire.
My name is Nathaniel Brand. I am a great orator and historian and speaker for many houses within the Empire.
I see. Were you sent here by them, or are you here on your own accord?
I'm here on my own accord, studying the great stories of the many people and cultures of this world. I would be lovely to hear your story and learn about your people and culture in a much greater detail.
This one says in Elven, he talks a lot.
And I would
didn't
say
notice
Elvish.
I stepped around the corner and cast comprehend languages on about myself. I don't know if you wanted to do anything with that or not.
Are you starting to cast a spell in front of them?
No, I stepped around the corner specifically so that I could cast it.
Oh.
A moment ago.
So give me a moment.
So they would not have seen me cast it, but they might have.
He might have heard it, yeah. If he hears a spell. Oh, yeah, he probably hears magic being cast, and these guys would automatically go on the defensive, looking as if they're kind of readying for something. And this guy...
And the moment I saw them realize that, I would have also said something to the effect, no fear to things. This is just to help me communicate better, as I am, as I said, the great orator, and I am using my spellcasting ability so that I may communicate with you on all frames of levels that you would be comfortable in communicating with.
Alright, give me a persuasion check.
You can't get anything lower than a 20.
Yep. But I can get higher.
Alright. So he seems to relax a bit, still a little bit cautious, but as nothing deadly seems to happen, he just nods and says, very well. In any case, you seem to be very powerful, and you seem to have an agenda, and our agendas do not conflict. So I figured we would get out of your way, and we could go our separate ways as in a truce. And you've given me information that other houses are present here, which is good to know. We did not realize other drow may be involved in this.
And
Is he speaking in English again?
Yeah, he's speaking in common again.
Back in common. Okay.
And before anything else, Lazarus and Elvish probably, he would ask, what is your quarrel with the Empire? Or what is your relationship with the Empire?
Says, as in most cases, the humans don't concern us as long as they don't interfere with what we have planned.
And why the sudden interest if we belong to the Empire?
This is more of just a curiosity as to if the Empire has some sort of involvement in what's going on with these gnolls, but you seem to be as clueless as we are, so I'm guessing they are not involved.
The Empire is filled with races that look down on other races.
Yes, that sounds about right. In any case, you've agreed to a truce then?
What the fuck, Arnis?
Arnis is
I just watched Arnis.
creeping up.
Just walks off. Just walk off. Okay.
I mean, you're walking towards them, right?
Yeah, you're walking towards them.
It's fine.
What the fuck?
Give me... Or wait, what are you doing? Are you stopping there, or are you just kind of walking around?
I'm just walking around. I look at the, stop the door, look at the door. That's it.
So the drow...
Another pressure plate. We all get hit by lightning.
Look at you a bit confused as they're kind of readying their crossbows again, as you're just kind of walking.
I wave to them.
there.
The ones. Do I recognize anyone from last time?
Yeah, you recognize some of these as being in the last battle.
I wave and I walk back.
I would.
There's a door over there.
I would say, responding to the last thing he said about the truce, I would say, I understand you're investigating the cultists, but what are you doing here specifically in the prisons?
He says, well, I was satiating my curiosity with some of these sacrifice victims, learning more about the gnolls and the magics of this place. It's quite strong with demonic energies. Though that can be useful when you're summoning demons of your own.
Okay. So, if I may, if we are to encounter each other again, is there a name that we can use so that way, if for whatever reason we meet more of your house, we can at least let them know that there's a truce?
Give me a persuasion check. He says, well, I don't think they would believe you if you told them there was a truce, but it's unlikely you will encounter us again, as I have most of my factions here. And yeah, we've learned pretty much all we're going to learn from this place anyway, which is one of the reasons why I'm already pulling back for now. But I am Razun.
Okay.
What? What's a Razun?
That is my name, Razun.
Oh.
R-A-Z-U-N.
Yeah, you didn't need to spell it. I don't care.
Apostrophe.
Capital R, please.
Capital R
I would
with the hard un.
say, well, I'm Fitz, and I hope we never meet again. But if we do, well, at least we can be more pleasant about it when we're killing each other. And I'll give him a smile.
Says indeed, it's always good to observe the pleasantries when
Violence is
being
involved.
murderous. Yeah. He says, very well then. We shall take our leave. And he says in Elvish, everyone, let's go. And actually,
Before they go, I
Leave
would
now.
say, any tips for going around this area?
he says, well, as I said, there are a lot of demons in this area. Some are quite hostile towards those who don't worship the Maw. So I would be cautious. Although this particular area we've already cleared out, so there's not much you have to worry about from us.
You didn't do a particularly good job pointing out the essence of the
Did you
monster.
miss
that we
those?
did.
Or...
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
You would see the door open there, and several groups of enemies walk out,
Of course, of course.
as well as this door over here.
Got a whole platoon in here, dog.
Says, well, yes. Did you think it was just the 5 of us?
You did say
Looks
most
at
back
group.
then.
I mean, in my
Yeah, they-
experience, it's all it's ever took, but you know.
If it's possible, or
So-
go ahead, Nathaniel.
It's a good thing we didn't antagonize you when our friend Arnis was right in the middle of everyone and would have been totally surrounded.
Says, yes.
It doesn't matter. The last time it happened, I left. They were a pink mist. It is what it is.
Exactly why you end up in these situations. You haven't learned a lesson.
Oh, hey, just one last question as you leave, Revenus. Are you're the leader for your group here, other than the Spider Cream, or who do you report to?
Says, I report to the priestesses of our city.
And so you are the most head of this group here.
Says, well, are you asking who leads the drow?
Well, no, Nathaniel's asking who, like this little mini brigade, is he's the only leader, or is there anyone else?
Yes, I'm the leader of this group on assignment here.
Okay. You must be missing your family a lot.
Give me a persuasion check.
21.
He says, I am well rewarded for my time and efforts here. I don't mind it, and it gives me a chance to satiate my magical curiosities with these lesser creatures.
Okay, well, if you ever need a friend to hear your stories and talk, I'd be happy to listen.
I will keep that in mind. Come, let us depart, he says to his people. And they are going to make their way down the hallway and just kind of leave.
As they're walking away, or as they were filing out and they were interacting, is it possible to make a perception check to see if I can note either some kind of symbolism or anything, so I can denote, or just to
like
remember,
their house? He did have some markings on him. Do you have nature?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a nature check. You're pretty sure the symbol was his house signet, but even with a 19, you would not know what that house signet is, because it's kind of obscure. Okay. I don't think you have anything in your background that gives you obscure drow knowledge.
Would it be something that I could have tried to notice as well?
Yeah.
It would have been passive. I wouldn't necessarily been looking for it, though.
What's your passive?
It's only 11.
In the darkness, you probably wouldn't have seen.
Okay, well, I do have lights out, and I do have dark vision currently.
Yeah, though I think he was in the dark over here the whole time. Like, I don't think
true.
you clearly saw him. That was all your dark vision seeing him. So
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, you probably wouldn't have seen any details on his person. Well, yeah, just kind of like a general outline. All right. So what does the group want to do? Arnis, if you walked into this room, it looks like some kind of supply room. However, there also are a bunch of dead gnolls in here, which is kind of strange.
Like which dead gnolls? Is it the cultists or the good guys?
It is kind of a mix. It looks like some might be cultists, but some might also be from your allied towns. Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of Longspear and a couple of actual from the other groups too. Like you would see some of the Wildfire and some of the Deep Fang as well.
Deep Fang, that's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
what are these?
Maybe a variety of prisoners, perhaps that were dragged down here either before or after they were thrown in the pit.
Look like it's been looted.
Yeah, no, the drow may have been secretly, or at least this faction may have been secretly hiding out in here somehow.
So all the supplies look on is what you're saying, not just the bodies.
Yeah, you think that, well, there might be some stuff left in here. Like, there's food. If you search around, there's some food left over in the casks. But you do see, like, a lot of the supplies were taken, probably as they were leaving.
Yeah, I food back up after giving stuff to Estelle
So there's
and her group.
rations.
There are
Is it-
about 30 days of rations left, probably, that they just didn't have the strength to carry. It looks like there were quite a bit more before.
5 each.
It's probably not necessary, but would I be able to make a check to make sure that
Agreed.
none of them have
It's
been
poisoned.
like, yeah?
Sure. Do you have, or what would you use to make that check?
I'm not like I have nature, and I'm not sure if that would be able to tell me if like the meat's tainted. Like since
You
like,
could use nature, yeah. Nature or survival. I mean, if they were trying to
What?
hide a poison, it would be harder to detect it.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
it looks like this food's good.
okay. So yeah, 5 each.
All right.
Are you saying so, Arnis?
Yes, you could have just. I wouldn't.
I was going to say, if you're looking for poison, why don't we just ask Deska? But it seems to be moot at this point.
Yeah, I guess Deska, with your knowledge of poisons, you might be able to check them more thoroughly.
I'm an expert on.
Just because she poisons
Deska
herself
would be
doesn't make her
happy.
an expert.
I
Well,
have
Deska would be
expertise in
happy with
poison.
poison.
You can use your poisoner's kit if you want.
Bet.
She poisons it for us.
Let
Now
me
we all
flex real
microdose.
quick. Hold
Just drop
on.
some poison in there. Yep. She's microdosing you all.
Like I'll make you stronger.
Bleh.
We've all been
This
nauseous.
make you stronger. That's what's
Oh
up.
no, those drow must have poisoned us.
Those bastards.
Damn.
Go get them.
And I've never seen this poison before in my life.
Yeah. You could use int for your poisoner's kit.
Let's just. I've been eating. Oof.
So you don't
14.
think this food has been poisoned? It looks fine to you.
Yeah, it's good.
It's Gucci Gang.
It's Gucci Gang.
doing great.
Yeah. And yeah, there may have been other stuff here, but most of it looks like it's been taken.
Just out of curiosity, earlier when we went to that room and Cab was down there, is there a brief description of what we would have saw in that room? Or is it just cages?
Yeah, so there were some cages in there, and actually, there were a couple of gnolls in there in the cages.
Damn, I feel bad. We just.
You just left them there.
Really?
Oh, drow, that's way more interesting. Later.
Yeah, like
Because
yeah,
I was
dude.
in there and I'm like, I wonder what's in here, but then
These gnolls are so
shit popped
Walmart.
off again.
Like,
Walmart
alright.
rolls.
That's basic.
Knowing that, I would go back.
Okay, yeah, so you go back over there now that this has been resolved, and you
Quote,
would,
unquote.
yeah, quote unquote, and you would find about, looks like 12 gnolls of varying tribes. It looks like 8 of them are of the ally tribe of yours, the Long Spear.
Okay.
And 5 of them are from the Sharp Rock, but there's also 3 Wildfire ones.
Are they separated, or are they all just like?
They're in
mixed together?
separate cages, and the Wildfire ones are actually like heavily bound, like hogtied, so they can't move their hands.
Oh, nice. Okay. I guess I would ask around. I would be like, okay, anybody here speak common? All right, good to know.
They just,
Nathaniel!
look at you.
We also got to be careful because there may be some uncharacteristic music.
Yeah.
So, before we get to that, as I hear my voice calls, the first thing I'm doing is I'm checking this other room. Is there anything of note in here?
This room seems to be emptied. Whatever they had in here, they just completely took. So it's, yeah, nothing's in here now. You would guess at one point this may have been some kind of jail cell, because it
Okay.
looks like it's just, yeah, it doesn't look like there's much in the way of features.
So Nathaniel would say to Cav, go ahead and take a few minutes. Can you look around those walls, examine, make sure there's nothing special hidden in there? And then as Nathaniel walks back, he would say at Arnis, "Hey, can you check all the walls and make sure there's nothing special in there, something hidden?" And Nathaniel would make his way.
And then you walk up to Arnis.
Uh,
Can you
let
see
me-
buttons you hidden there?
Let me know, because I'm kind of shifting my camera around. If anyone moves farther down this hallway, let me know.
It's kind of what I was gonna do.
Alright, so you guys freeze for now. I'll come back to you in a moment. So Nathaniel comes down here, and yeah, you would see that there are these gnolls in the cages.
And so I would start talking to them as well in common, but saying, "So, right, and one of you guys can speak up. Any of you, anything? Okay, no, not so much."
One of them would say, would they recognize Nathaniel? Was he here the first time the group was here, or did he come in later?
He
Here?
was with us for Sharp Rock, right? Not Longspear. Longspear was the clan that the village that
Yeah.
got destroyed, and
That
then
was
Sharp
before.
Rock.
All right,
Yeah.
so he would say to you, or one of the gnolls would say to you, "You are of the odd, yes?"
Was he speaking in common or
He's speaking in Gnollish.
Gnollish? Okay, so if he's speaking in Gnollish, then I would use my universal speech.
Don't you have comprehend languages going?
I do, so I can understand it, but I can't
Gotcha.
speak.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'd use my universal speech feat to select 5 creatures, the ones in the room, and speak back to them. Yes, I am with that group. We are here to rescue you, I guess. Which clans are you all from? I'd look to identify like which clan each group is from specifically.
It seems like they're separated by their clans into different cages, but he would say over here that we are of the Longspear. Your ally there, and he points to Fitzgerald, will recognize us as being allies.
Yes, I'm aware of this as well. They've told me their stories, their histories. I could tell you a much greater deal about. There's been a lot that's been going on since we last. I won't roleplay all of that. But suffices to say, Nathaniel speaks and speaks.
After a moment, he would say, "Could you please get us out of here?"
Oh yes, and I would point to Fitz and Deska. So these ones are long spears, and I think there's a wait. 1 second. So some of your group, the last group we were with, they were, there were some spies. Can you guys tell us like some details so that we know that you're actually long spear and who you say you are? And so I try to interrogate, kind of each one to
Give me
try to.
give me an insight check as you talk to her. So you think all of these are actual long spears? None of them strike you as being like spies or covert operatives or like nothing strikes you as being malicious.
I would point that out to Deska and Fitz and say, I think it's safe to release our allies.
Are you talking to the others, the 4 Deep Fang and the 3 Wildfire?
So I was going to do that next once we release the long spear.
Okay, so you release the 5 long spears. Well, actually, how are you getting them out?
Well, that's kind of not a thief's problem.
Fair enough.
Deska
Yeah.
leans against the wall, folds her arms.
Well, so I'm apologizing, friends. My female companion here takes offense very easily.
Yes, I do. Thank you for recognizing.
You don't
Which
understand
one
any of
is
that.
Longspear?
True. I take that back.
These 5 in these cells. These 4 are the ones with the sharp rock markings, and the 3 over here in the corner are the Wildfire.
Okay. So I would say I would get to work unlocking, trying to lockpick these where the Longspear are. And then I would say, Nathaniel, can you explain to the Sharp Rock that we've allied with Ukan? And just give them a brief synopsis as like that we dealt with the cultists and see how they react. Because
So real quick, while this is happening, because this is taking a little bit, what are the 3 of you doing here? You hear it sounds like there are conversations going on from back where, the group saw the noise. You hear talking.
I'm talking to Kavarius about how the three of us are the real
Gucci gang.
center of the group.
No, Gucci gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the Gucci. We're just the gang part.
Give me the context for why Gucci Gang would be a vernacular in this universe. Give me a reason.
No.
No,
The center of the most.
I can.
the
I'm
core
talking about
members
Cav.
of the group. Oh, Cap. I don't know.
Why is Gucci Gang in this place?
Yeah,
Should we-
I'll participate in the conversation and be like, these guys talk a lot.
They sure do. Should we go down this hall?
And then Deska just glares at them.
They sure do. Should we go down this hall?
Yes.
Should we leave?
Yeah, we should
They're
probably
kind
check
of
the.
annoying. Yeah, let's go.
Let's check the.
I'm
Let's
good.
check the flank.
Yeah, let's go.
We're checking
want
the
me to
flank.
lead?
Check the
Arnis is
flank.
leading, okay.
Alright, so you would see a bunch of blood on the floor over here. Again, it looks like at some point something was smashed by something. You would see a door to the south here with some kind of note that's been posted on the door. Does anyone speak Elven?
I do.
Danger inside, do not open.
Oh.
And I would relay it back
God.
to the other two, and I'd be like, should we take care of the danger for the other weaker members of the group?
So I agree, but do we have to listen to Fitz whine and Nathaniel retell the story 5 times if we don't tell them first?
Me over here, remembering the last time you chucklehead just ran off for no reason. Like, yep, it's fine.
TBH.
Yeah, but you got to tell the drow a great story.
What are
Are
the
there-
chances the drow are trying to trick us?
Well,
Well,
my
I
first
There's
question is:
something good inside, but they don't want us to go inside.
are there any buttons on the walls or any pressure plates that I see?
No, you wouldn't notice anything that looks like, like a panel or anything like that.
So there are no buttons to push. There are no panels to step on, and
Just
there's a
the
door
door
with a note.
open.
So I think if we want to go for the trifecta of what the hell, let's see what happens. We knock on the door.
Okay.
Same too. If I was there, I also would.
I knock on the door.
Yeah.
Alright, so you hear something stirring as you knock on the door in a low growl. A moment later, the door pulses outward as something really large smashes into it. It would appear this door is locked, probably for good reason. And you would hear
Hey, Cav,
several...
step back so you don't get flattened.
You would hear several roars from inside as something continues to pound against the door. But the door is pretty strong. It's holding.
Is there a way to unlock it from out here?
You can pick it.
Well, no, I couldn't. I've seen Fitz do this several times.
I think
Not very
as a
well.
Shadow monk, you can, but I don't think you have proficiency.
Oh, by the way,
somebody give
Fitz,
me
No,
you
it's a
definitely would
metal
hear
sticks.
something going on down the hall. As something is like pounding, like a loud banging.
It's probably
I'm gonna
Arnis.
pound back. I'm not happy.
What perception would you have to
Like, are you trying to break down the door or just knocking against the door?
I'm just gonna knock, but harder, like just pounding, like
Alright.
returning the pound to the other.
All right, sure.
Whoever's on the other side.
You knock on the door, but it's whatever's on the other side is definitely bigger than you because a lot larger of an area pounds back if you're knocking on the door.
Well, how big's the door? I mean, is the door really twice this? Is it so big
It's-
that Laz and Cav could walk through shoulder to shoulder?
It's 10 feet. It's a double door. It's 10 feet wide, and the ceiling of the door goes to about 10 feet as well. So it's a pretty big door.
Okay.
Nah, it's just a large creature. Should we try to break it down, Cav?
I mean, you could.
I suggestion like giving it a couple of whacks to weaken it, then stepping back and let it charge out, and then we can kick its ass. Yeah.
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 This sounds like a Beavis.
The
and
fucking
Butthead
Three
episode,
Stooges
bro.
over there. Just how do we open this door? Yeah.
I'm gonna try to intimidate the creature inside. Just saying.
How
I'm
would
gonna,
you intimidate it?
I guess it wouldn't speak my language, but I'm still gonna try in all the languages I know.
So you
I'm
just start
coming in there and I'm
shouting
gonna
at the
kill
door?
you. Yes.
Well, what languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
All right. You say that in those languages, but there's no response. Instead, you hear a strange gurgling noise that is a language you don't recognize.
I would try to intimidate it by pounding at the door.
All right.
With an intimidating pound.
I don't know if it would be intimidated by you just hitting against the door. But you can smack the door a bunch. It would continue to try to break out, but as I said, this door actually seems like it's taken a bunch of hits from this thing before, so it may have been trapped in here for a while.
Hey, what if we hit like above one of the hinges, guys? So it's like weak by one of the hinges. That way it'll hit it hard, have to come out, and then we kick its ass.
Is there a key, like a keyhole?
There's a keyhole, yes. There is a keyhole.
What do you mean, what are hinges? They had hinges back then. Do you think doors just were like nailed to a piece of leather?
I don't know. That's just kind of dumb. That's why I'm asking.
The things on the side of the door that the door swing on.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'll let you guys think about it. I'm going to hop back to the other team.
Brain cells.
So yeah, you all, as you're talking to these gnolls, you would hear some banging somewhere down the hall.
Some banging. Yeah.
What's
Gucci
that?
Gang for life.
Oh my god. Niska will perk up while she's leaning on the wall and be like, "Did you guys hear that?"
I didn't hear anything. I'm too busy telling them the story of our negotiations with different clans.
Yeah, I'm over here lockpicking this. You're the one just chilling against the wall.
Alright, so I'll say, well, go ahead and roll your lockpick. It seems like a pretty easy, yeah, so you would get it open, and they would come out of the cell and thank you, and say, are there any others? Did anyone else survive?
Tell him about the who's his buckets and where we
Garo.
sent them. But as they're leaving, I would also be asking if they know anything about these other gnolls in here besides their clan. Are they trustworthy? Any their thoughts on this, whether they should be released or not.
The Wildfire are witches. I would not trust them. Their magics are dangerous. The Longtooth, they can sometimes be trusted, but I would still be cautious.
Okay. And then as I was interviewing the Longtooth, did any of them come off as deceitful or otherwise not who they say they were?
Well, first of all, before that, do you tell them where their people are?
Yeah, the ones the long spear. I would describe what we did with that last group, and I'm blanking on what we actually did with them right now.
They're a floor up, right? And
No.
just
Yeah, I think, didn't you move them to that jail cell room?
yeah. With
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's right. That's right.
And he says, is it safe for us to travel there? I
Well,
think
there's some traps here and here, and I'd kind of lay out what to be careful of on their journey there. But yes, it should be relatively clear between here and there.
Okay. And I think, just to remind you all, the ones upstairs mentioned to let them know when you go down if it's safe. Maybe bring them down here. But I don't know if you were going to do that. So they're going to nod and say, all right, we will head up to them. Thank you.
And bring a message that it's probably safe to come down through the stairwell. And in fact, this might be actually the most safe place if you want to bring them back there. But it would kind of be up to the groups to decide where they want to stay as we continue to make safe this area.
What about the Drow? They're still here, aren't they?
Oh, yes, we've negotiated with them. What's his bucket? Raven Nuts. He
Raven
is
Nuts.
a friend of ours now. So if you say you're with us, then the Drow should be passive against you, we have a truce. So if they were to do anything to you, then we'd kick their ass.
Oh, I do not know of this Raven Nuts, but I'll let our people know to come down. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, they're gonna leave.
Is this all in Nolish that you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, he's speaking because
Okay.
they don't speak common, so he's
Yeah.
just speaking back and forth. Basically, just like a bunch of growls and barks and.
Yeah.
All right, so they leave, and you said you're interviewing these guys.
Yep.
And you said you're telling them you're allies with their clan, right?
Yep.
All right, and you use the chief's name. Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
All right, so they seem to believe you, especially since you know the chief's name and some of the stories you're telling them. And they would say, yes, please, could you get us out of here then?
Yes, more than likely. But first, I need to discover if any of you are not who you say you are. And again, I'd try to just make sure they're all above board.
Okay. Give me another check.
Insight, I'm assuming, or did
Or,
you want
yeah.
persuasion?
No,
Yeah.
it'd be insight, yeah.
Can I help him with the insight? Because I have a passive.
Yeah,
insight,
sure.
so-
If you want to walk up to the cage and talk as well, you can both make it.
The whole thing while they were doing that, I walked out the hall to see what the noise was coming from, and then when I saw that it probably stopped for a while, I was like, all right, it probably was. That's interesting, but yeah, I'd help him with the insight.
Okay. So 10, and go ahead, give me a roll. You're a little suspicious of one of them. This one here.
I deeply stare at him,
All right.
and I go, Nathaniel, talk to this one.
So I would cast a charm person on him and attempt to like make him my friend so that he would and suss out. So buddy, you're why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself and what your motivations are?
Okay. Let me check something.
Do you need me to link the
What
spell
is-
or
Yeah, link charm person, but
Yep.
I need to also check on something.
no problem?
I don't know why you guys separated.
What you expect?
I know. No. I mean, that's what I expect.
I will say, I find it funny that Arnis is like, for once he sees like, oh, look at all these poor people
You guys just
caved
gonna
in. Let's run away.
start exploring the dungeon in groups. All right. So you
You were the one that
chant-
gave us the option. This is on you, Raven.
Okay.
So
This
what
is
are you
Nick-
doing?
Oh,
This
I
is
gave
Nick
you the
blaming
option.
right
So
now.
what? I should be like, no, you're not allowed to do things. Yeah, because that's fun.
Yeah, limit our freedom. What is it?
Yeah, what is this?
No, you have to stay within
What?
5 feet of each other at all times. You're all
Yeah,
just
hold
like,
No, we
hands.
were like,
Walk down the hall.
something might happen, so stay. Look who are you talking to? Of course we're gonna move forward.
look.
What,
I'm not
when
gonna
was the
tell-
last time Arnis waited for Fitz to stop talking when we went into our room?
I'm not going to tell you all how to live your lives. You
Yeah.
guys can do whatever you want. But anyway, this guy seems to growl as you cast the spell. He does resist it. And he goes, give me
course,
initiative
bro.
rolls. And the others go, ah! As all the gnolls are freaking out.
I'm like, fight him, bro! Stop freaking out and start.
And actually, you guys
Scratch.
down the hallway, if you want, can do initiative too, because you start hearing screaming.
Initiatives just take turns.
Oh
burning
wait,
down
did I
the
not?
stone door.
Sorry, hang on. We have to redo it because I didn't remove the turns.
Oh, yep.
All right, do it now.
The
Hey,
so who had money on the fact that the battle actually initiates up here, not down there?
Oh, I knew it. I knew
I
immediately.
knew one of them had to be.
All right, lads, we're gonna break down the door.
Boy, the three of us are all pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, Laz, that's what I'm talking about.
When
Now
it
you
Now you
doesn't
gotta go to
matter,
open the door just so your
it's
high
like-
initiative
Actually, I rolled a
matters.
20.
All right, so Artis, down the hallway, you do hear some yelling. Do you want to do anything? Or are you staying here?
Oh, look at these guys. Do you hear that? They're gonna die without us.
I hear absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's still pounding on the door. Fuck you, thing! Screaming and like trying to intimidate the whatever's inside.
Okay, they're in trouble, and I start running that way.
Okay, so go ahead. You can do a double move. Hop, 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 hop. Should you run in the room?
Is that where they are?
No, they're way at the beginning. So you run in this room. You're like, wait, they're not in here. All right, that's
Okay,
it for
good. This is safe.
this. All right, this place is
Wait,
clear.
wait. Is there a potion? Sitting on a table, quick.
All right.
All right, I'll run as far as I can. That would be it.
What's your speed?
45 or 40. Let me look. I can go mobile move. Yeah, 45. So yeah,
All right, so you went
5, 10,
45,
15, 20.
55. So you could
60.
go up to 80, right?
I'm just watching
Yeah,
him
yeah.
do that
You could-
circle there.
So you could go up
It
to
should
this
be
guy.
90.
Is it 90? Oh, well, 90 then. So you can
Yeah.
one more forward then. All right, so yeah, you run in there. You're like, oh, they're not here, and you keep going.
Damn
Kavarius,
it.
what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna, if he takes off, I'll take off running too.
Hup, 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 hup. All right, so 10, 15, 20.
I have a 40.
So you'd be one more back, because remember, Lazarus is difficult terrain.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
banging on the door. You're like, ah, move, Lazarus, move. All right, so the Knoll prisoner is going to go next. He's freaking out. He's going to take the dodge action. Lazarus, what are you going to do?
I guess.
Not going to break the door down. I'll take this thing myself.
So the question is, how many torches are piled up on the ground burning right now at this point?
Were there torches?
8.
There we go.
Did you just light up all your torches?
We're not
trying
all
to
of them.
burn-
8.
I mean, you know those only last an hour, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are you trying to
We're trying
burn
to-
down the door?
Yeah, we're trying to burn
Yeah.
down the door.
Okay.
Now that we have your
Burn
attention,
/ smoke out the creature inside. Yes.
is it a stone door or is it wood?
It is a double wooden door.
Wood.
Sweet.
Damn it.
Okay.
No,
Desco.
Can I throw my dagger into the cage?
Probably. Well, I mean, it's like a cage. I would probably give him heavy cover because of the bar's placement.
Cool. I'm not opening the cage, so I will steady aim, throw my dagger at him.
Oh, all right.
Actually, I don't need to steady aim because I went before him. I'll just normal throw it at advantage.
Okay.
Woo.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely strike. For 17.
Actually, could I, since I still have a bonus action and I throw a dagger, I could throw another dagger, right? It's an ordinary one?
Yeah, well, if you had your dagger out, you could use your bonus or your item interaction to draw another one and throw it.
Yeah, I still have all my item interaction and everything.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine then.
Uh,
Throw a second dagger.
I have to find a normal dagger. I only have my, shoot. It's just +5.
Okay, go ahead and just roll d20 then.
Okay.
18 would actually, you said +5, right? Or did you add that
Yeah.
already?
I did not actually. I forgot.
So 18 normally would hit, but the bars being in the way, it just kind of clangs off the bars. Because, because there are bars. The prisoner goes, he's going to freak out, take the dodge action. Nathaniel, what are you going to do? Looks like he's about to maul one of the prisoners.
I am going to viciously mock it.
Hey, you jerk. Alright, so it gets
Neener.
gets a wisdom save.
That's 6.
17.
Barely saves.
Alright, so it resists. That's good. High self-confidence. Anything else?
No, I think that'll do it.
Alright, so it goes. It is going to maul the prisoner south of it, trying to attack him with disadvantage because he's dodging, though he is not very armored. So first the claw attack. No, miss. And the bite. Oh, well, good thing he was dodging because he manages to keep him at bay for now, yelling, "Help! Help!" That's it for the Marazi. Fitz.
I am going to bonus action steady aim, and I'm gonna just shoot the Marazi through the bars.
Alright.
So first attack, and then I'm gonna do my third. So that'll be a crit.
That is a crit.
Look at this.
You line up a very well-placed shot, getting him in the side for 23 points of damage.
And then this will be my second shot. Just a disadvantage, nothing special about it. So 15.
No, that would miss. Anything else?
Is that disadvantage?
Yeah, well, or no, it's not a disadvantage. Sorry, it's just I don't know why I said that, but it's with heavy cover. So
Oh, well, yes, 28 would hit then if it's just heavy cover.
I was about to say.
Yeah, and then ignore the sneak attack, so it's just 8 total.
Alright, he takes another 8 and is looking a little injured now with these arrows sticking out of him. Null prisoner is going to dodge, calling for help. Arnis, what are you going to do?
Good answer. Good answer.
You're muted.
I am going to keep running.
Hup, 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 hup. Alright, so you run 90
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, so 18 squares.
Yeah, if you pick up your token and press Q, you can measure while you're going.
You can whistle while you work it, even.
Yep.
Why didn't that work?
So you could go, you said 90 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20,
I
25.
gotcha. So you would run up to here. Hup. Alright, that is it for you.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Cavarius.
I'm gonna run right behind him, but I'm 10 feet behind.
Okay. The prisoner is once again going to keep dodging, hoping to not get eaten. Lazarus. You muted Lazarus?
Yeah, sorry. There, 60 feet.
Alright, so you come running, clang, clang, clang. Deska.
Oh, we just do it again.
Wait, why did you put 8 torches on the door? Why didn't you just put 1 torch?
You want to start talking about their logic? They're burning a door now.
Yeah, but, I mean, okay, whatever, fine. There's 8 torches on the door. Deska, what are you doing?
Faster burning.
Burns fast. Sure, why not?
Steady aim, turning dagger.
The sound of a DM giving up is just a horrible sound.
Wait a minute. Why'd you use 8?
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, wait. Okay, sure.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, 22 would strike, barely getting through the bars, doing 13 points of damage.
And that's all I can do. Yeah.
Alright, prisoner dodges Nathaniel. What are you doing?
Same thing. Vicious mockery, saying, you know, you're caged as well too, so you might as well just give up.
Alright. Oh, he felt bad. He's like, yeah, that's true. He takes 5 points of psychic damage as you fill him with melancholy, getting disadvantage to his next attack. Anything else?
That will do it.
Alright, so he is going to claw at the north guy this time, using his razor sharp claws. 11 would miss barely. Or wait, no, they're not armored. 11 would actually hit. So he would strike with the claws for 15. And this guy goes as he tears them apart. We're going to turn towards the south one. 10 would barely miss, and he keeps him at bay. Fitz.
I'm just gonna steady aim and shoot him again.
Alright.
Boop.
23 would strike with the first hit. For 19, he's looking very wounded, but still alive.
That's me.
Alright, some more dodging. And Artis.
Muted.
How bad does it look?
The creature in here? So yeah, you would see this thing basically like on top of this knoll trying to murder it. It looks very wounded as it has several arrows and like a bunch of dagger punctures in it. So you don't think it could take much more.
35. That would make me 45. Nah, I step in front of Nathaniel, and that's it for this turn, and I prepare the dodge action.
Alright, Kavarius. So you're dodging.
15, 20. I'm gonna walk in here and go, it's in a cage, what's the problem?
As it's eating one of the knolls.
I looked
Jesus.
at the problem.
We didn't tell you to come over here.
We're trying to burn a dragon out down the hall.
Oh, you didn't call me for a dragon?
That'll be
What
it for
the
me.
heck?
Alright, so Lazarus.
You know I'm all about the fight.
Are they to the left?
Up, 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 up. So you hear the clanging as Lazarus comes running down the hall. What's going on? Deska.
What's going on? I pull out. I wield my dagger. And I look at Arnis like, "You're gonna fight a dragon without me. It's messed up." And I steady aim it through my dagger at the thing in the cage.
I like how everyone is like super wounded talking about fighting a dragon. Crit.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, you basically hit it in the side of the head with the dagger, and it goes limp. And this guy's like, "Oh, thank you," in Nolish.
That could have been a dragon.
The
Last
one
will
to-
say, well, I'm glad I was here to see you hit at least one thing.
Last, I don't think I've missed in a very long time. Why? Why are you doing this?
Mr. Banter.
As you two are talking, you hear an explosion of splinters somewhere else in the dungeon.
Oh, that's...
Are we still
Nice.
And yeah,
It worked.
we're out of rounds now.
So wait, before the knoll to the north, is it fully dead, or would there have been a moment of it still being alive that I could possibly saved it?
It was probably torn apart, so it's dead. Especially with the, I mean, maybe if you're able to get to it right away, but healing
I'm
magic.
gonna burn a spell slot.
Odd or even.
We'll do even.
What are we? Why do you keep doing this?
No, it looks
Where
like
the-
it's fully dead.
That was the second time you chose the even over on.
They
Why
yell-
we can't have
the-
nice things.
The group yells at you for some strange reason that has nothing to do
Freaking
with
random potions, all this other shit going down. The thing
Yeah,
that will
but we
frustrate the
never-
group the most
But
is
this
going
is
with
a
even
coin flip.
over on.
Always go on.
This is bullshit.
Like I can push buttons, step on traps, anything else.
Always
But
go
I'm picking even
on.
over on.
Yeah, they're
you
mad
said
you're going
even.
against the
We're very
group's name.
disappointed.
That's
You're
why-
really eroding the
myself.
foundation of this group.
That's why you have to go Gucci, because now the odds
I
have been
will
sullied.
attack Nathaniel. That's the
How dare you!
Attack Nathaniel.
Why don't we take a
Don't
quick
ask.
5-minute break, actually?
No problem.
to get out of our systems. Yeah.
Get out of your systems.
All right.
Yeah,
Roll
yeah.
call.
You guys
Platypus.
need to go drink your juice boxes or whatever. Come out of it.
God damn.
Saga, who
You're out
All I
of
know
control,
is bathroom.
kids. You're out of control.
As soon as I hear that door splinter, I go, ooh, dragon's out!
Hey,
looks
our
at you.
plan
Are you
worked.
ready? Plan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back.
That was
orders-
a good plan, Cav, Arnis. We're smarter than these guys.
Oh yeah.
Murderer.
You're real. Yeah.
More.
You guys were listen. You guys were screaming like a bunch of schoolgirls being chased
We
like
did
bees
not
over.
We
make a
never
sound.
screamed.
We
Raven
didn't
made
make
that
a single
noise.
sound.
He decided to say that you heard yelling.
That
That's
was
all.
That was
the
the Knolls in the
Knolls.
cave.
Yeah, that was. the
Yeah.
Knolls
And
in
to
the
be
cave.
fair, our yelling is better than down the hall hearing yeah.
That's really
From
what we
you
heard.
Throw down the door.
Just circle jerking your way to victory down there with that door. I'm like, okay, whatever.
They get to a locked door. Ours
Listen,
is a
it's
shadow
an
monk.
important. It was an important door. Okay.
Yeah, everybody
It's just
failed their
funny.
insights.
It's like, oh, the door's locked. Arnis the shadow monk with thieves' tools in his back pocket. Yeah, we can't get it.
we need to start pounding the door.
Damn, bro. That door big.
Listen, I never said Lazarus was smart.
True.
He
It's
just,
just,
wants to fight.
it seems like you're losing more and more brain cells the longer we're in this dungeon. Is the thing. Like,
I don't have them.
hinges, and you said one
It's a-
hinges.
It's a side effect of the sword.
Oh, blame it on the sword. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have this. I don't have the skill to.
You have
Open
the
a-
access to do it. You don't. You're
Well,
not.
I
skilled
was
at it.
wondering, you know thieves can't, but to know thieves
Yeah.
can't, you have to be a rogue. So you should have thieves.
He
right?
can do it. He probably just doesn't have proficiency or whatever.
Correct. No proficiency.
I
Correct.
thought, don't you automatically get proficiency with thieves tool as soon as you become a rogue, like you multi-class?
As a rogue, but he's not a rogue.
Not a multi-class. He's a shadow monk.
Shadow
Well, that's
Monk
why I'm
just
wondering.
has access to it.
Shadow
Oh.
Monk. Yeah, Shadow Monk Urchin Warrior. Yep.
Oh, and you're urchin.
So, as a shadow monk, it gives you thieves tools, but it doesn't give you proficiency for them, or you just pick them up at some point.
Let me check. I think.
Because when you first started talking to us in Thieves Can't, like a long time ago, when Jessica and I were talking, you're just like, yeah,
I
me
did-
too.
Well, I didn't tell you guys shit. Is what I.
It's a very confused
You
monk
said you were
over
a
here.
what urchin?
I'm an urchin.
Oh, just.
Ah.
oh, I thought-
Well,
that
that
probably
probably
is.
everything.
Do you, with Urchin, you do have proficiency with these
You
tools.
do. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense for them to give it to you and say, but you suck at it.
You have a blade weapon and you suck with it.
You have a small knife.
Hey, I don't try using it, alright? I know where I'm supposed to be.
Listen, can somebody tell me why there's no actual magic item that uses poison in this video game?
Because poison's
There
OP.
Poison is so
Poison.
weak in 5th edition. I can't do any.
Are
There's
you
one
even
poison
trying,
that
though?
actually is strong, and it's like, well, I can't really just make my own poison, dude. Especially since we're never in town. I can't,
It's been a while since you've milked that snake you have.
because it's like I don't want to milk them, bro.
Oh.
It gives me a D4 damage, and I'm like, at this point, my poisoner feat gives me more than that.
That was an odd time to come back to the discussion.
We're just talking about poison. Don't worry. About
Yeah, clearly.
it. Milk and snake.
Alright, how's everyone doing?
I don't know
Good.
anymore.
I feel the best I have in a while. Even though
So, geez, when we
wound.
It looks like Lazarus and Nathaniel might be viewing his their accounts right now.
Oh, I had to reload.
Yeah. It'll do that because,
Yeah,
ultimately.
I have no idea.
This is the default option, but no.
Are we rolling out, Arnis?
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna yell, "You!"
I will hug this corner.
What about the Knolls? Are you trying to let them out, or
Yeah,
I will. Well, they can't
Alive.
understand me.
what did you say, Nathaniel?
The remaining alive ones, I motioned to Fitz to say we should probably get them out with the dead bodies is kind of bad.
Yeah. Is this all one cage or these two cages?
It's all one cage.
It is all
Same
one.
as
Okay,
these,
cool.
yeah. I just
So,
don't
yeah,
have
so
a
I'll,
big cage.
Oh, alright.
Alright, So you can't get it open right away. This might take you a moment. You all gonna wait to give Fitz a chance to open this, or are you gonna go look for whatever the explosion was?
I'm surprised it didn't come this way.
I wonder. Did you guys not just leave a breadcrumb? Just like a note by the door, like go this way to find us. And fuck
He
you,
just
demon.
screamed down the hallway. I thought it would have been like. "Ba-doop, ba-doop." I was like,
Is there a body here, or is that the dead guy, or is that turned into essence when it died?
It's
I'm
essence.
standing on his essence.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's essence.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can go three. So we can go 3 wide cap.
Yeah, no, it's not difficult terrain. Demons don't leave behind corpses.
Alright, should we
What?
see what came out of that room?
We sure
Are you
should.
Well,
gonna
that's what I'm
stay here
saying.
and help us with the gnolls? I'm just saying.
But there's like a dragon down the hallway or something.
I'm like, yeah, Arnis.
Now free.
Every victim we see, you're like, we must save them immediately. It's kind of weird that you're just like, let's leave them now.
They
Well,
might
that's
be
because
safer
there's a
in the
big-
cage.
Well, if there's a dragon
because
down
there's
the
a bit-
hallway,
There's like a big evil thing coming this way because we lit the door on fire to get to
Is
him.
it coming this way?
And now that we ran back this way because you guys were screaming like schoolgirls being chased by bees to fight a
Uh-huh,
guy in
yeah.
a cage.
Yeah, go on.
Well, so maybe
We
you
now-
want to come in here and close the door so, like, the dragon doesn't fight us? I'm just saying. Strategy. I've studied it a lot, unlike the rest of you.
No, this is
What do you
fine.
guys
Listen,
say?
I was in the military. I think the best course of action is just
I love that.
attack
Listen,
it.
bro.
My dad can beat up
Front.
your dad. What else? Like, what else can we say here?
8
Yes, I've
torches.
studied your role in the military. They're often referred to as cannon fodder in the literature.
let's just go at first.
Ooh.
8 torches, yes.
Torches, yeah. Enough said.
Strategic.
Got the job.
So Fitzgerald, I assume, is attempting to pick the lock while having this conversation.
Yeah.
Alright,
Do you need to
so-
borrow a torch?
So, if you're
Or do you have any
if
left?
you're waiting, give me a d20 roll. Let's see what happens.
Well, we're trying to make some noise to draw this thing. At least I am, anyway.
Oh yeah, we've been yelling and we know what's happening here.
I'll roll the 20.
Do it.
Alright. So you're making a bunch of noise, yelling in the hallway, and Fitzgerald, you're still in the middle of picking. Let's see. A moment later, while you're still picking, a creature comes into view at the end of the hallway, snarling. I need an initiative roll.
South, I assume.
Hmm?
South, I assume.
Stealth?
South.
Yeah, south, sorry.
Okay.
If I didn't mention that.
Let's go. That's not a dragon.
Oh, it looks familiar. I think you've seen these things before.
Yeah, we've seen it. And I got a bad initiative. I should have walked to help with.
Alright, so... Oh, shoot. Did I forget to clear the initiative again? No, it looks like I did. Okay, good.
You did a good job there, DM.
Yeah, good for you. We don't say that enough.
Trying. Alright, so I'll give you the added information because I think some of you do have Arcana. So you would know. Oh, damn it, what the hell?
You've got a bard with jack of all trades, so the answer is always yes.
Is it?
Wish there was no
So.
more often.
One bad thought in my head, and if it comes to pass, I'm gonna
Oh, these fuckers.
Yep.
the one that has
Uh,
all these
so
creatures
it
with
is
poison make me cry.
snarling and barking. Did I roll initiative for it? I did not. Let's try that.
And
Okay.
we're only hearing one of them, right? Or are we hearing multiple?
You probably would hear those with the high perception. Is anyone in the hall with high perception? Or
I have 18.
18? Deska, you think there are more coming from the north?
Yeah, I have a 17.
Above the north.
So you as well, you would hear more like footsteps coming from the north as well as the south. But this guy was the first to arrive. So,
Ooh, they're trying to surround us.
yeah, it looks like there may have been multiple of them in the room. Fitz, you were the first to act. You're in the middle of picking the lock, probably sighing and questioning your life decisions.
Yeah, yes, heavily. Honestly, like I would. Well, here's a question: like, if I use my action right now to complete the thieves' tool, would that, or is it the process of waiting?
No, you had already failed the check, so you would have to wait the time. You're almost done. You probably have like, I'll say like 3 or 4 more rounds, but I would, in battle that's an eternity.
Yeah, exactly. So no, so I would, drop the pick and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to right here.
Yep. So you can see down the hallway from there.
Yeah, it's always weird because like I know that I can shoot around quarters, but I can't. I don't see anything. So, so
You
that was
can
30.
move yourself to the side if you need sight,
Like, here.
because you can lean. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So then I think I would go. So basically, I would go to 30 there.
Yeah.
I would bonus action take the stealth and then take a pot shot at it from around the corner. If that's
Right.
allowed.
Give me a stealth check.
Nope.
Ooh, not the best roll, unfortunately. What's its perception? Yeah, so it still sees you, but you do get a shot at it.
Okay. So first shot, no variables.
Oh,
All
crit.
right.
There you go.
I'll take
Man,
it.
gets
Strong
my
start.
class feature for free.
8 plus 6, 14 and 7 is 21 damage.
Now I wouldn't get the sneak attack, right? Because I didn't have advantage and it was next to
that
it.
is true.
So it's just an 8.
Yeah, so it'd be the 8, so it gets back 13.
All the damage. And then my second shot, just a normal shot. 18.
Okay. 18 would strike, even with some people in the way, so that's going to be 5 and 9 is 14, right?
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, and that's where I end my turn. That's me.
Alright, Nathaniel. So you saw
Yeah.
Fitz rush over there.
Let's do. There.
Yeah.
And then you said I can lean around to see.
Yeah, you can move your token, because you could technically stand at the edge and look around the corner.
Okay, so I see him all the way down there.
Yeah.
Just barely. 65 feet. Oh yeah.
So good.
Shut up. Let's.
Yeah, take that, beastie.
Fuck you guys. I'm actually gonna. I'm actually going to hold my action with a vicious mockery for something that moves aggressively towards my companions.
Alright, so you ready Vicious Mockery, which is a concentration on the spell.
Yeah. Can I bonus action also Bardic Inspiration to... let's go do Fitz, since he actually stayed and tried to help the entire time as opposed to everyone else running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Good job, Fitz. You said.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
He's
So
a
Fitz,
good boy.
next time if you could be a little bit faster with the picking, that would be great, but thanks for sticking around.
Of course, the little bit of mocking.
I never.
Alright, so next up, a creature comes running around the corner to the north.
Quarter, bro. Quarter. It's
So
coming
Vicious
down at
Mockery
you.
would go off at this
Yep,
point.
so you see it rushing towards you, and you cast Vicious Mockery. Alright, so could say save. Wisdom save. 19. Okay, so it would make it.
Saves.
The one to the south comes rushing north. 40, and then it's going to dash, engaging the group.
Lightning comes flying.
No, you think the traps might still be turned off. You're starting to get the feeling the drow had turned them off.
Well, I can't fate the guy to the south, so 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to attack him.
Alright, you rush north to engage this one.
I do.
Coming at him with some punches as he's rushing up. 16 would strike. Give him a solid hit for 10, the first attack.
And we're going to try to stun him.
Alright, that's a con save.
It is. I'm trying to find it the post-it.
Channeling key. Oh, no, he definitely resisted.
All right, then we're going to punch him again.
I just realized I'm not displaying my attacks again. But yeah, he rolled natural 20.
Okay. So that's a hit.
Yeah, 20 would strike with your second punch.
And we're going to try to stun him again this time.
Alright, let's see, channel a second key point. How many of those do you have left
now? I have 2 left.
Okay, so he will attempt a con save. Oh, he failed that time and he is stunned.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Alright. Boop. Alright, more growling from the north as another one comes flying around the corner. Moving 30 feet. Then doing another 50 feet to the south for the double move. And he's stuck behind his buddy here. That is it for him, Kavarius.
Alright. Rage, Reckless, Weapon Master, hit.
Alright. So you rage, recklessly throwing yourself at this guy. 21 would strike with the first attack. Doing 25.
It is.
Okay. 20 would strike with the second attack. Doing another 24 as you cut into him with some nasty hits. Still not looking wounded though. Oh wait, no, that would wound him with the second hit. And he is definitely focusing on you now. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
Deska.
Deska will raise her hand.
Yep.
And cast Bless on Laz, Cav, and Arna.
Alright, so you start concentrating.
Yeah, the Gucci gang.
Gucci.
Oh I changed my mind. Laz, I'm sorry.
What have you
Change it
done?
to Bane.
Bane. Bonus. Stealth. And now you will never lose Bless because I can do that. No, I just go right here and
Oh, and I'm changing the timer while I'm thinking about it.
Alright.
Where is it? Oh, that's right. It's called stopwatch. Alright, so go ahead and put concentration on yourself in the stopwatch for Bless.
So.
Yep. Alright. That is it for you, I assume.
Yeah, that is it.
So
better not miss
Lazarus.
Lazarus is going to use Shield of Faith on himself first.
Alright.
Um,
This thing looks really angry at Kavarius right now. But you're welcome to Shield of Faith yourself.
It's about to look really dead in a second.
I'm gonna attack.
24 would strike as you cut into the southern one.
Let's use a level 2 Divine Smite. Might as well.
How many level 2 spells do you have left?
2. Because I used my Harness Divine Power.
Yeah. Alright, so you would smite, doing the extra d8. So 2, 3, and one more d8. Yep. So 7 and 5 is 12 plus 11, 23. It's looking pretty beat up, but it's still alive.
And my second attack.
That is a crit.
I got a Divine Smite level 2.
Alright, using your last spell, you do a Divine Smite. Ah!
And it's
So that's going to
another-
be 8d8,
okay.
which is almost
Five.
definitely going to kill it, yeah. Goes down as there's an explosion of radiant energy. Your sword is impressed with this, and it gives you another 5 points of healing.
Oh, sweet.
That is it for
Hey,
you,
I
right?
like that number.
Fits.
And wait, I'm gonna move up here.
Okay.
Feet.
Fits, what are you going to do?
I will lean out, and I will see this one over here that's stunned. I'm gonna bonus action hit it with a Hunter's Mark. And then I will pop a shot at it.
Alright, so it is currently stunned, so you have advantage.
Boom, so 19.
Yep, 19 would strike. Doing 11 plus 3 is 14, alright.
And I'll pop back around the corner. That's where I'm at.
Nathaniel.
Take a step out. And this one's stunned, and the one stuck behind it. Like the least perfect setup for me in terms of my abilities. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just save my spell slots. I'm gonna, well, since the one is stunned, I'm gonna go ahead and Vicious Mockery the further one.
Alright. You say mean things about him. 15? No, that would fail. So he takes 2 psychic damage, and just remind me that he has a disadvantage on his next attack. Is that it for you, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I think so, honestly.
Alright, so this one's stunned, so he's gonna stand there. This one is dead, so he's gonna be dead. Arnis.
I'm gonna punch the guy in front of us a couple of times.
Okay, so he is no longer stunned at the end of your turn, is that right?
No, I believe so. I
Or
posted
is it
it
the
up. I
beginning of your
posted
turn?
end of my
End of his
turn.
Okay, so you do have advantage for these attacks. Bam.
Alright, so away we go.
24 strikes on the first one. Punching him for 15. 27 would strike on the second. Punching him for another
13.
13.
And now I just,
Wound him.
that's it. And take the dodge action. I'm done.
So you're gonna spend another key point? The Step of the Wind to dodge?
No, Step of the Wind would put me past him.
Well, you can't dodge because you have no action unless you Step of the Wind, because that gives you a dodge as a bonus. Right now, you don't have an action to dodge.
Patient defense. So yes, I'm gonna
Patient
do.
defense.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
I'm done.
So the one behind is going to charge forward and attempt to overrun you two. I need athletics checks. So Arnis, you are able to keep him back, and he is going to use his action to attempt a second one. So I need a second set of athletics checks.
Can I use acrobatics instead?
No, you cannot, because he's using athletics.
Okay.
So you have to defend. All right. Well, he is unable to get past, so he's going to back off, giving you oppies. If you want to take.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm taking them.
Little bit.
You want to?
So using your reaction, both of you would hit with oppies, doing 8 slashing and 9, so 17 damage to him as he's forced to retreat. That is it for him. Kavarius.
This is unfortunate. Can I can't move past him.
I mean, you could try to overrun both of the guys to get to the other side of them. That would be a real. Well, actually, no. I don't think you even have enough movement to do that.
That's.
You can't move me if I don't resist.
He could grab you with an attack and then move back. That would use one of his attacks if he grapples you.
So if
Yeah.
I could move up, pull him out of the way, and
Yeah,
get at least one attack.
You'd have to roll to hit him, but if you grabbed him with an attack, you could, you could pull him out of the way.
If I don't resist, is it with advantage?
I don't think you can do that as a reaction. Like you're too busy fighting, so you wouldn't necessarily have time to let your guard down.
Gotcha.
So, all right, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
And because I'm raging and all of that, it's gonna be
Advantage.
reckless. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and do your athletics versus. I assume he's going to choose athletics because that's his weaker one. So 25. Yeah. So you grab Arnis with one of your attacks. How much did you move so far? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And pull him back.
Take a step forward.
So what you'd have to do, because you can't just move him, you have to move back 1. So this is another 10 feet of movement. So that's 35. I don't know if you have enough movement to get in there now, actually. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, because you only have 40 feet, right?
Correct.
So yeah, when you pull him back, you use 10, and you can move up there now, but you couldn't attack. You'd have to dash. Because yeah, to pull someone with a grapple, you have to actually move backwards.
And where is it? Do that then?
Yeah, if you want to dash in and do that, that's fine.
Right, I'll do that.
Alright, so you rush past him, putting your horns out.
So
you did move at least 20 feet, so yeah.
And I need to take off the Great Weapon Master ones.
So 17. Yeah, bless. Yeah, that would
I'm
strike.
I'm reckless.
So 21, yeah, that would strike. So you do 9 points of damage. So you're gonna reckless attack this?
Yeah, that's what
you don't have to do reckless attack. But alright, so you do 9 points of
That's
damage. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Alright, Deska.
Okay. Well, first I'll check the corner to see. I'll lean against the corner to see how far he is. Oh, he's not far at all. He's out of my he's out of my short range, I think. So I might have to walk up anyway. Yeah, he is. Okay. So I will just walk up to here
Okay.
and throw my dagger at him.
Alright, so you send a dagger flying at this one.
Yes, the one that is wounded.
Okay, it's no longer stunned. But yeah, it is wounded. Oh, that is a crit. Nice. So 18 plus 9 is 27. It is badly hurt, but it's still up.
After that, I will take a step back in my turn.
Lazarus.
I'm just gonna attack.
Alright, you lunge forward, attacking with your blade. 28 would strike as you stab him for 8 slashing, which would bring him down.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, can we say I rolled a second attack? Does that count, or can I?
No, because you should have waited, so that would just attack him as he's going down. Alright, so you move up, engaging Fitz.
I'm gonna lean out, and I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark onto the remaining
Alright, transfer the energy to the second Shusuva.
And then make a shot.
19, yes, that would strike even with the cover. I think you ignore cover, right?
I do not ignore cover. No.
Oh, never mind. Is there an extra pierce? Oh, Hunter's Mark. Okay. 9, 10, 20 points of damage. He's still pretty healthy, but he has another arrow sticking out of him. Anything else?
That's me.
Nathaniel.
Step out. Only Fitz had an opportunity, only Laz had an opportunity to get next to him, but might as well, just because it's the best thing I can do, but I'll do it at a relatively low level. I don't want to burn. Yeah, I'll go ahead and burn another Bardic Inspiration, mocking it.
Alright, so he does -2 to a save, right?
Yep, to a save. Let me just make sure of the range before I cast. And then we'll go ahead and cast at a second level Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. So it has to make a wisdom save. 14 would become 12, and that would fail. So it is affected by your Dissonant Whispers, taking 14 psychic.
Yep.
And it has to flee as a reaction, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. So it's going to rush backwards, giving you an Oppie, Laz.
He crits!
And that is a crit.
Which I will take.
Nice.
And I'll use a level 1 Divine Smite.
Okay, so that's 68.
Yeah. I'll just do it manually. I removed my spell slot. 68.
25 plus 15. 40 points. A solid hit as the creature is badly wounded, fleeing down the hall.
He doesn't go anywhere because he's got Sentinel. He reduces the creature's movement to 0.
Oh,
Yep.
So then he just goes to here.
No, he can't move.
You can't move because you got hit.
You trigger the Oppie when he moves, so he would go 5 feet and take the hit. So he would move to there. Because, we had an argument about this in the last game. When he moves here, it's basically in the middle of the move, you take the Oppie, and then he would stop him.
Then, because of Relentless Avenger, I can also move up to his speed, and I will move up, or half his speed. Half my speed, so I would move up there.
Alright, so you move up to him. Arnis.
5, 10, 15. There's nothing here, right? It's essence. It's not difficult terrain.
Yeah, it would just be your ally.
So I just run around him then. I run up to here and I take 2 shots.
Alright, so double double diagonal would be the extra 5, so even if you went around it would be the same thing. But you still have plenty of movement. So
All right.
Like 35. Okay, and you take some
And
punches.
is he wounded?
Yes, after that last attack, he is wounded.
So let's take a whack at this guy.
No. Or wait, 12. No, he would dodge your first punch, jumping to the side.
That's okay.
But the second one would hit, 26.
We're going to try to stun him with that shot.
Okay.
You have bless. The first one might hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Try a D4,
then,
roll
yeah.
a D4.
So that would hit the first one.
All right.
15 would strike.
Okay, so... Crap. Okay, so... 8 for the first one.
Alright.
And if you'll let me, I would have tried to... I tried to stun him for that one, too. But if not, just he can save once for this one.
So you spend a key point on the first attack. How many do you have left?
1 after that.
Okay. So gets a con save. He had believe that made it. So he is unstunned for your first one. Second attack would strike for another 10, which you said you're going to try to stun him. All right, so you use your last key point, and he dies. Unfortunately, yeah, he was really low. So you stun his corpse. He is very stunned.
It's a big pink mist.
All right, so the enemies are dead. What do you want to do?
I look at Laz and I chest bump him. I knew he could do this.
Good thing we were here to support you all and set you up with such easy kills.
That was a little bit too easy.
It was.
We need to find stronger enemies.
Oh, all right.
Didn't you just blow your load already?
Yeah, now that he's out of all his smites and they're out of all their stuns, sure, let's have another 3.
So,
Sure.
what
Quite
room
literally.
did
No
these-
key points, no spites, and then Deska, Fitz, and Nathaniel are sitting here well stocked.
You taunt the
don't
gods,
say
and
that. I'm
they take heed of your request.
The god.
But anyway,
Nathaniel would like to take some moments here and actually try to now gather all the essences from all the things that are in this area.
all right. So you.
While he's
start-
doing that, I'm going to try to take a short rest.
All right. So short rest will be an hour. So we'll see if.
What room did they come out of? I asked
Oh.
the 3 game.
Here, let's go down here. We'll show you.
Yeah, hold on. I'm right behind you.
The hallway filled with
All
smoke.
right, so that's true. There's probably a bunch of smoke coming down the hallway now.
What happened here?
So wait, is the group
Ignore the
separating
smoke.
again?
I would like to see what room they went,
Okay.
or I avoid the trap because I still don't.
Alright, so while one of you is collecting essence, one of you is picking a lock. Arnis, are you staying here resting, right?
Yes, with the Knolls. Yeah, I'm going to hang out with him.
Alright, so
I
you
did-
would see... well, actually, there's nothing burning anymore because there's just a bunch of splinters everywhere. But the door is broken down. So let me open the door.
What time is it right now, would you say, Raven?
What time is it? It is... We've had a very eventful morning.
I think all of our.
When do we not have an eventful morning?
It's probably around 8:30. It's only been about half an hour since you woke up. Since you've been...
We're chaotic, bro. We got down here busy
So
early.
many crazy things happening now.
Do you all have backup characters? Just out of curiosity.
I do. I have like 8,000.
Yes.
Alright,
Of course.
alright, good.
I'll play an
So
actual healer this time.
the
Don't
door
worry.
Yeah, we
is,
don't exactly do things halfway.
or cautiously. The door
Actually,
Well,
is...
there's
three
that.
different ones that I want to try. So
So the door is broken down. This looks like some kind of old torture chamber. There are several nasty-looking implements that are dusty, and actually some of them have been kind of knocked around, maybe because the demons were trapped in here. There's also a
what's
cage.
in the cage?
The cage has bones in it. It also looks like it's been knocked around a bit, but it doesn't look like there's anything of value in here.
Is that an Iron Maiden?
Yeah, it's a Iron Maiden. It's like a stretcher thing, a spiky chair, and an Iron Maiden. None of these look like they've been used in a very long time.
Yes. I was singing a full of.
And there are a bunch of torches laying on the ground.
I'm just wondering where these torches came from, because they're more interesting than this room.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh. Why is it... It looks like the door... I can see, like, burn marks on, like, the pieces of shrapnel.
No,
Yes,
shut
you
up.
can also see the smoke throughout the entire hallway.
What happened here? I'm just curious.
We opened the door.
Well, technically
How?
the dog things open the door, but
Well,
we helped.
We helped
Okay.
it by burning it.
Yeah.
Said an
Do you guys think I
omnipotent
should...
voice.
you guys think I should search the room, or do you think this... Because I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, give me a perception if you're searching.
You should go search in there. Like,
You're
get
funny.
in there and
You're really
search.
funny. Last time I almost did that, never mind.
What?
Deska will also, whatever, she'll cast technique.
Alright, so real quick, Nathaniel, you gather some essence. I'll say to you, you will do the Armanites first. They give you 70 gold pieces of Armanite essence. And the Shusuva, they would give you 120 gold pieces of Shusuva essence.
Excellent.
Yeah. So this is while you guys went down the hall to check that out. And you would get the lock open fits.
Beautiful.
So the prisoners come out. They thank you. They bring their friend with them. They say, "We will try to find him a proper rest."
I can't understand them, but they can understand me. But I would,
Yeah, they're just
I would stop them from taking the body, and I would motion to the body, then motion to the demon thing, and just like, basically my intent is to try to burn the body, because I think isn't it that they have a chance to come back, or do we decide that the demons have to bring them back manually so there's no danger? I can't remember which
From
one.
what you've seen, they use an ability to bring them back as ghouls.
Okay, so it's also, if they're just dead, then it's not like an infection that spreads. They have to be brought back by the demons, as far as I know.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, they seem to not really understand you, and they're just gonna take their friend unless you're gonna try to stop them.
No, if that's what I remember, that there's no danger, then I won't take them.
They would look around for Nathaniel, and they're gonna try to talk to you because they remember you were talking to the other ones.
Well, since it's only been 30 minutes, I can still talk to him.
Yeah. So they say, do you, because could they understand you when you were talking to their buddies, or could only their buddies understand you?
I can do, I believe it was up to 5 creatures, so I would have split it, like, probably 2 or 3. Ooh, well, I couldn't have interviewed them all, so I guess that would have been interesting, in terms of retcomming.
Well, you could say maybe you just felt something was strange about that one.
But I would have intentionally done it so that I would have gotten one representative from at least one clan. I was thinking about that when I was casting it. I didn't say it out loud, so I'm sorry about that.
Alright, so... odd or even?
Well, you know me, even.
Oh.
So luckily, the one that died was not the one you had chosen. So it was, I'll say, like this guy. And he would have understood, and he says, we're going to go to find the other gnolls.
I make sure to
thank
be
you.
friendly and no fighting.
He nods and says, "Yes, there are greater enemies here we must worry about." So they leave. They go up the stairs.
And then I would try to interview these last ones and basically say, so if I let you guys out, can you actually get along with the other gnolls and view the Long Spear as the highest ranked clan and follow their direction?
Give me a persuasion check. So he would say, you are allies with the Drow. He says, we have nothing to say to you.
Okay, thanks. See ya.
He would say, wait, perhaps I was hasty. Yes, we will abide. Please get us out of here.
I would attempt to try to say some story I'd heard at some point when all the gnolls I've interviewed about the value of honor and holding to one's word or something like that, and say, would you promise to live by these values and hold that word? Because you've seen what we can do to lots of monsters, and if you don't, we will do that to you.
Give me another persuasion check. So he says, Yeenoghu has abandoned us to die in here. If you save us, we will help you. We will honor your friendship request.
I would, as I ask Fitz to open the lock, I would make one attempt also to, well, probably two things. I would attempt to try to understand anything special about their tribe if we wanted to do negotiations later, learn any particular story, like who's the head of their clan, and then also ask them, so did you witness anything, any insight to what's going on here that could potentially help us in our future battles or rooms or anything?
This is, well, the Drow were doing experiments on prisoners they brought down here. Several were brought back afterwards and told us about this. I don't know what they wanted us for or what they were trying to figure out. But they said that one of the people they brought with them said the Drow left through some kind of trapdoor in a room filled with statues.
Filled with statues, trapdoor. Good to know. And then, does he give me the name of his chief and any interesting note from his clan?
Not unless you ask him for it.
Yeah, I would ask for like as Fitz works on the lock, I'd say, tell me about your chief and his most glorious tale.
Give me another persuasion check. Alright. He says, the wildfires are led by Gabora. She is strong, but she is not a fair chief, as she sentenced us to death. Thrown in here to be given to Yeenoghu, just because we failed to impress the magic users.
Okay. Well, then you might make friends with the Long Spear and the others, because, they haven't sentenced you to death.
They sort of nod. As I said, we will honor this if you release us.
So I would convey most of everything that was talked about to Fitz and suggest that he opens the lock.
Yeah, I'll as they're talking, I'll
And actually, give me a insight check, Nathaniel.
Okay.
Nope. So yeah, you can't really get much of a reading off them if they're being honest or not. It's hard for you to tell. So Fitz, you're opening up the lock. Go ahead and give me a lock pick, which is not a hard lock. Again, it's just see if you're able to. Yeah, so you are able to open it. Are you gonna untie them?
Yeah, like I haven't been getting indication that nothing's like out of the ordinary, so I'll go ahead and I'll untie them.
Okay. So you untie them. And they once again thank you, and they're gonna head up as well. Alright, so I'm gonna cut back to the other half of the group really quick. Are you two or are you three doing anything else over here?
I'm chilling out.
Jessica was checking with Detect Magic, I believe.
You doing detect magic? Are you doing 10-minute detect?
No,
You just cast it? So you... Now, is this a spell slot you're using?
yes.
Alright, did you use it? Because I didn't see it marked that you used it.
He threw it up earlier.
I don't have any more spell slots.
Well, I saw you threw it up, but usually it says, like, you know, how many spell slots you have.
Oh, mine
and
is
used it.
never do it. I've just always kept track of my spell slot. I've never had to track.
Oh,
I only have 3, so it's not very hard for me to keep track of them.
yeah, that's right. I think your sheet was bugged. Okay. So you use detect magic, but no, nothing in here looks magical.
Okay. And then after that, there's no reason for me to be in this room anymore.
You're not sure how the dogs became trapped in here. But obviously there was nothing of value even before.
I'll just walk around with my detect magic for anything fishy.
Okay, checking the other rooms. No, you don't see anything magical in them.
If that's the case, then I'll regroup with my team.
Cavarius and Lazarus, what about you?
Is there any?
Oh,
There's a door across the hall. There's no signs on that, right?
No, not that you can tell. Just looks like a regular double door.
Should we open it?
Wait, what?
I mean,
I don't trust these pools of blood, so I'm gonna take a running leap and jump over here.
Okay.
follow suit. Do we hear any?
And I'm gonna try to open the door.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, the door would open. And you would see a large room with some cages in it. One of the cages has a couple of dead gnolls. There's a pillar in the middle of the room and another cage to the north that's empty with some bones in it.
I'm not getting any magic feedback or anything.
No, if there was something in here, they probably took it, if there was anything magical.
Oh. This is boring.
Yeah, I could have been taking a rest right now.
Interesting.
Now that Cav is bored, he's gonna go back and go, I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'll join you.
Same.
Alright, so you head back to the group who is already in the process of resting.
You midway join Nathaniel's lecture on the history of monks to Arnis.
Probably just
Oh, I'm not surprised.
You're lecturing a monk about the history of monks.
Yes.
and everybody in the room is going to hear, well, yeah, I became a monk after I mugged priests and noble people to get by on the streets.
You know what? Same.
That's up.
Alright, so give me a quick d20 roll. I know we're going to end soon.
I'll do it.
But so about 30 or so minutes into your rest, you would see a bunch of the gnolls coming down the stairs, and they are gonna come over. It seems what's his face is with them.
Garu?
Is it Garu?
Garu? Garu?
Yeah,
Gee,
Garu,
what's up?
Garu is with them. He says, I was told that this was safe down here now.
Getting there.
Sure.
By who? We have what?
The people you sent
These guys got
You told them to tell us to come down.
I look into Daniel and I'm like, we're in the middle of fighting demons. Why would you think it's safe for them to come down here?
Because we can. This is a very protective spot right here.
Well, you imagine also the drow were probably the most of the danger on this floor. So if they truly left, there might not be much here. Except for maybe some trap demons here and there.
We
Oh
watched them
yeah,
all
they just
die
left
to
notes behind. Yeah, telling us not to open doors because it's scary.
It's clear. Just packed into a room.
But he says, should we go back upstairs?
I mean, you're already here.
He looks around the room. He says, this room here looks like it is safe. Can we stay here for the time being?
That's what I said.
Sure.
Alright, so they would file in then and take a seat. Several of them still look tired, but most of them look good. So we will end there, unfortunately, before the short rest finishes. Give me MVP votes.
Yeah.
Actually, just give me one more D20 roll. I'll see if anything starts up. And then I'll say the short rest finishes unless you roll poorly. Give me a D100 roll.
You rolled poorly.
You rolled poorly.
Get 100.
Oh, but you rolled better on that. So luckily the danger is kind of low right now with the drow being gone. So yeah, you would finish the short rest. So go ahead and give me those rolls, and you can take a short rest if you want to spend it.
Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
Wow. This man, eye rolling out.
I
mean, there's a
didn't need
two
that
in there.
much.
Hey,
Whoa,
Gav.
why did it roll 4? Interesting.
So if you want to roll less, you could just take whichever ones you actually rolled.
But I actually rolled 2, because that's what it subtracted. I don't know why it rolled 4.
On yours, it only says you rolled 2. It says 2d10 plus 6 for yours.
Yeah.
Oh, really? For me, it
Yeah.
shows 40, 10 plus 4.
That's Fitzgerald. You're looking
Yeah,
at
that's
Fitzgerald's
okay.
roll. Yours is the
Oh,
20.
God, okay. Yeah, and the 28 just popped up as soon as I pressed mine, so I was like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah.
Because your laptop's slow.
Yep.
It's the slow laptop. The slow top.
Fucking
Low top.
work laptop.
Give me the MVP votes again, because they're kind of scrolled up now. Kind of a split vote, but Laz with 2 votes, you were the MVP.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Good cheeking.
Probably 'cause
Very,
the,
very
uh,
deserving, obviously.
everybody!
Probably the crit with the 50 points of damage, I would guess.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
2
no.
crits.
The way it was. What are hinges?
Or whatever.
that was it right there.
I gotta get going, folks. Have a good
I
one.
decided to play.
Alright.
Bye.
Take care, man.
Bye. Just because it's more fun if we have a dumb character among us doing dumb shit.
Well,
I
there's 3 of
mean-
us that aren't that bright.
You're not. I'm not gonna argue.
I mean, I'm
will
super
say,
wise.
Lazarus, you started off like
whoa,
so
Lazarus is
strong.
not intelligent or wise.
Oh yeah, I'm wise, but I'm not intelligent.
Lazarus is charismatic.
That charisma.
That's
Imagine the
why
look
he's
on
loved
Nathaniel
by
and
all of his teammates.
No, imagine the fits in that Nathaniel would throw if they found out there was a sign on the door that said "Danger, do not open."
That's
It
why I
would
burned
take
it.
40 minutes to open that door, yeah.
That's why I burned it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where we burned
it
it.
out first. Hey, if there's danger behind a door, hopefully that means there's something worthwhile there to get. If we're just opening doors and we get nothing out of it, then I'm like, okay, well then that's silly at that point.
I mean, not every dangerous situation is going to have treasure.
That's true.
Sometimes there's just some demons locked in a room. You probably should have left the door locked. But you can never know that with, just leaving the door
To be fair.
Hey, we got essence. Something is something.
Sure.
You say we, Nathaniel got essence.
Essence.
Yes,
Yo.
because we
Well, I
brought
mean,
the enemies to us.
He uses it to help the group.
Yeah, let's just jump them and steal all the essence. Easy.
Yeah, and get those elven cooking recipes.
Just kill Nathaniel.
Oh, dude.
How did we get here? He's the first one to leave, so we all just turn on him immediately. Just like, all right.
This was quite a journey.
He went even twice in a row.
I know. I'm
It's not
sorry.
allowed.
Sorry to think he's sus, honestly.
Yeah. We should
Alright,
do an
Fitz,
insight
hold
check
on.
on him. Maybe he's a demon in disguise. It's not Nathaniel.
Marazi this whole time from the start of the game.
Hell yeah. Hey, I platypused when Lou went on his break, and no one platypused back, so I'm like, okay, now you're all sus.
I heard it. I registered it.
I didn't
but
hear
I
it.
knew I wasn't sus. So
I didn't hear it, so.
Failed the platypus check.
Failed the platypus.
I'm gonna add that to a button.
Artist failed a platypus check for sure.
Just instead of inside, it'll be platypus. I'll do a platypus check real quick on this. Alright, everybody. I'll see you
Roll me a
next week.
platypus, everybody.
Everybody roll platypus.
Alright, take care.
See you in a couple of weeks,
later.
guys. Take care.
Bye.
Okay.